think yesterday was a really good advertisement for Zuffa's brand of boxing for the simple fact that it was immediately accessible to the consumer, didn't cost a lot of money. The two other fights that weekend were pay per views, grossly overpriced pay per views for fights that boxing fans weren't even that interested in. Joshua versus Prenga, Zoo versus Spence. That they're sort of helping Zuffa along with the constant price gouging they're forcing boxing fans to deal with. Now, of course, I don't expect a lot of people bought either of those fights, least of all in the United States. Um, I don't expect they made, if we're just focusing on the American market where Zuffa does most of the shows, well, I don't imagine that many, if any, Americans bought those two cards, even the Spence one. I saw that Curtis Schoon guy, who's supposed to be a big PBC fan and a big Spence fan. He admitted that he didn't buy it. He said he was glad he didn't buy it, as opposed to all the other fights that he buys, right? What did do round one? He admitted that he didn't buy it. So, as long as they're doing stupid shit like that, Zuffa's got an avenue, They've got an avenue. It was a good card. It was entertaining up and down. The Valine fight, the Jaleel Hackett fight, even the Hitchens fight was okay, and the main event, it delivered. And it's what I said, that as long as you putting on fights that they okay to watch, that you don't got to overthink it, you don't need somebody to explain it, because you shouldn't need somebody to explain something that's supposed to be entertaining. It's all show business at the end of the day. What it do, LeBron? What it do, Jay? Spence fans, Captain Hook that shit. Of course they did, bro. Them dudes don't buy nothing. That's why that shit is wild to me, to see them have so many opinions on so much shit that you don't buy. You don't buy none of that shit. Shut your ass up. You a shoplifter. Shut your shoplifting ass up. You don't buy shit. Spence, it was sort of admirable that he chose to go back out there one more time. He probably didn't want people's last memory of him being, losing to Crawford. And he tried. Even if he would have won on Saturday, I don't think he would have kept fighting after that. Even if he would have won, he looked shot to bits, honestly. But some of it is also that I always wondered, how would he do at 54? And how would he do at 60? Because he had the thing going on to where, yeah, you're a big welterweight. You're a big welterweight. But if you would have moved up sooner, say he would have went up to 54 when Jermel and Jamal were there, and when Jarrett Hurd was there, Tony Harrison, Lara, right? You would have been small next to them guys. You would have been small. I don't think Errol Spence Jr.'s chances were ever really that good above 47, because that was a really big era of junior middleweights. And if you look at the middleweight division, well, it hasn't been great. I could say that, no, I don't think Spence would have ever been ready for a Yanni Beck. Nah. A Carlos Adames, no. Hell no. And if you go to the era before that, what are we talking about? Golovkin? Hell no. So it's kind of a thing to where I look at it, I don't think he ever stood a very good chance of having successful campaigns above 47, because while you're a little bit big for 47, a little bit, not even like that, you're a little bit big for 47. You're not big. You wouldn't have been big at 54. No fucking way. A lot of those guys at 54 are really just middleweights trying to fit into some skinny jeans. A lot of them guys was a lot bigger than him. So I don't really think he would have had a successful campaign above 47. Shout out to Jay. Saw the Spence fight at the bar. Room was silent. Yo, that shit was sad, bro. It wasn't even a thing to where Tim looked great, because Tim didn't look great in that fight, by the way. Tim didn't look great. Errol just looked worse than Tim. Tim didn't look great in that fight. His feet, a little bit too stationary, not creating space, not necessarily getting with the right punches at the right time. I think a part of the reason that Tim won also is because Errol started to fade. Because in the first half of the fight, I gave Errol about 4 rounds. I gave him the first round, the second round, and the third round, and the fifth round in the first half of the fight. But it's like, yo, dog, you ain't fought in 3 years. I guess you spent whatever you had, you spent it in the first half of the fight because he starts getting hit more in the second half of the fight. He's all over the place. He realized I can't dominate the pocket with this guy. I'm trying, but he's physically stronger than me, you know? So, he did what he did. Dana White said that he's held conversations with Gervonta Davis to, I mean, obviously, what are you going to use him for except for a Shakur Stevenson fight, right? What else is there for y'all to talk about? Do I feel optimistic that Dana White could be the one that delivers that fight? Not really. Not really, no. I just feel like you can't pay Gervonta Davis enough money to have that fight. But I think it would be very strong. Hypothetically speaking, it would be a very strong message if Dana White, by some chance, could wrangle that fight. Because that's one fight that I don't expect to ever see. And I think most of the boxing community feels that way. They're like, we never going to see that fight. So if Dana could make that happen, yeah, that's a very, very strong statement. We'll see. Because Gervonta Davis definitely needs the money. We all know that you didn't get that retirement bag with Jake Paul. You fucked that up. And generally speaking, I don't think he made that much money throughout his career. I honestly don't. For bringing in a little over or a little under 200,000 pay-per-view buys, I don't think he was walking away with more than 3 or 4 million at a time, if that, which when your spending habits is crazy, is not a lot. He's not exactly an economist, this fucking guy. So, he needs the money. He's not completely retired yet. It looks a lot like by the time he comes back, he will have been out for 2 years. Because the Lamont Roach fight was at the beginning of last year. That was at the beginning of last year. So that if you don't come back till the beginning of next year, oh, that's 2 years. That's 2 years. And of course, he's not going to fight fucking Shakur Stevenson off a 2-year layoff. So, they're trying to work that shit out. They're saying that they're going to try to get Shakur Stevenson out there in the next 3 months. I don't know. I don't know. Tank getting fuck around, right? He go to Pro Box. They're saying they're going to get Shakur out, but I'm like, against who, dog? We know it's not going to be Devin. Fat fucking chance that it's going to be Shakur. Fingers crossed, but I mean, fat fucking chance that it's going to be Gervonta. Fingers crossed, but you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of Ring IQ hate mail because of the Clarissa Shields video. Anytime I do a video about her, I know I'm going to get comments for hate mail. Anytime I do a video about her. But a lot of the shit she said was just, I guess I feel compelled to say these things because nobody else really in the boxing space has been saying them. It's like people are just now starting to talk about her. But, it's petty shit that they talk about. Where I'm talking about the boxing shit that how could you sit there and say that you struggle to get on television when you, unlike a lot of other women, debuted on a major cable network? There's a whole ocean of women that did not get the debut on Showtime. Heather Hardy tried to get signed to the PBC so that she could fight on Showtime, and they wouldn't pick her up. So for you to say that, oh, they discriminating on me, how you figure that? If it was about discrimination, they would have picked Heather Hardy up and left you in the dust, She signed with Lil Caesar's record. I ain't even soften up the Tank, to be real with you. I just don't give a fuck no more. Like, I don't view it's hard for me to even look at Tank as boxing related or boxing news anymore, because who's he boxing? What is he doing? That dude is tweeting at motherfuckers. That dude been tweeting at motherfuckers for like damn near 2 years. So it's not even softening up on him. It's just it's apathy. It's like, bro, you could never fight again, and I wouldn't give a shit. You could never fight again, and I wouldn't give a fuck. Back over to the Clarissa shit. She just say a lot of bullshit to make it seem like somebody did something to her. You had the red carpet rolled out for you from the moment you debuted as a professional. The same as any other Olympian, by the way, because that's the thing. Olympians and gold medalists, even silver medalists, they get the red carpet rolled out for them. Shakur, Keyshawn, those are silver medalists. You a gold medalist, a double gold medalist. So it's not like she had to go through like a struggle to get a promoter to fight on TV. Like, nah, you didn't have to go through none of that. You debuted on Showtime, the same network that was showing all the PBC fights. There's a whole ocean of women that did not get to debut on television with a major, with a well-to-do promoter. But that's a strategy that she uses to explain away her shortcomings. That how could I be a double gold medalist who's been undisputed, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, but I don't have endorsements? Of course you're not going to say what it is. You're going to say they hating on me. They don't like women. They don't like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's not what it is. That's not what it is. Amanda Serrano got endorsements. Katie got endorsements. She got a fucking airline endorsement. Fucking Scott Nicholson has that boxing shit. I forgot what it's called. She got an endorsement. So it's not that they ain't giving women endorsements, it's that they not giving you endorsements. But you got to turn it into some type of, oh, they being misogyny. So it's not on you. Oh, they just don't like women. No, they giving women endorsements. They just not giving you because they don't want you to be the face of their brand. Very simple. You trying to be a rapper, like you a whole. She got a new freestyle out. I already seen motherfuckers making videos about this shit. I don't know why people think it's a good idea to try to like become a recording artist. You know, a part of it is that the people around them don't got the heart to tell them, yo, that shit is trash. Cause that it's a lot of motherfuckers that cut a lot of demos because they folk wouldn't tell them, yo, that shit ass. It's a lot of motherfuckers. You over here freestyling and shit. What them record sales is looking like? That shit cringe. Like I heard like 15 seconds of that shit. I was like, nah, I'm good. I am good, dog. If I have to choose between going to the gym and working out the Clarissa Shields or nothing, yeah, I'ma just listen to what they playing out the speaker, bro. I'm good, dog. I can't listen to that shit. I'm the quote. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You bugging out, fam. You bugging out. August is gonna be a busy month. This weekend kicks off the August schedule with Zepeda versus Roach. MVP I know has 3 shows this next month. Also, they have 3 shows, and I think there's a matchroom show somewhere in there. I think there is. You know, comes the Zepeda versus Roach. It's a great stylistic clash. The boxer versus the puncher, that classic matchup. Um, Lamont Roach has been active, which is encouraging. He won't have any ring rust, right? But William Zepeda, he's not a guy who relies on speed and timing and reflexes. He's a pressure guy. So a long layoff, I'm not even really sure that would affect him that much, if at all. He hasn't fought since last year. He hasn't fought since the Shakur Stevenson fight. But, he's going to go out there and do what he does. He's going to go out there. He's going to throw a million fucking punches. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's good at. That's what he does. I'm kind of leaning towards him to win. I'll make my final pick on Friday, but I'm already leaning toward William to win that fight. What it do, round one?
What it do, man? What it do, bro? Bro, man, you're right, bro. Clarissa, you be spot on with that Clarissa shit, man.
Yeah, they got Conceição versus Murataya on that undercard. We'll see if that's a good little fight. Back over to Clarissa, like, yeah, man, like every time I do a video about her, You get some simp ass motherfucker that want to like simp out over like, man, shut the fuck up, fam. Shut the fuck up, fam. The
You
fuck
got
are you
these simp
talking about?
homies. In
Yeah.
the comments and shit.
Motherfuckers be simped out like, man, you can't find some better shit to support than that shit, man. Shut the fuck up, fam. Like I had a dude, what's that? I'm trying to remember, what's the dude? Dong Wong. He got
Oh,
all
Dog
mad.
Juan or Dog.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is this corny ass motherfucker? Like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. The
Yeah,
shit is
man. Fuck
the.
it. She be tripping, bro. She be saying some wild shit.
Well, you know, she gonna do what she do, but it's the motherfuckers that simp over her to get me because, see, I don't spend. There's a lot of content creators right now that talk about Clarissa, but they tend to focus on like other shit. You know what I mean? Like not boxing shit, like papoose, this and that. They talk about,
Yeah.
a lot of other
Yeah.
shit, like girl ass shit. Whereas I'm talking about the boxing shit, fam. That's what I'm talking about. And the shit that I'm talking about, it's not opinions, it's facts. Your little brother punched the elderly man in the back of the head. That's a fucking fact. You
That's
sitting
crazy.
around wondering why brands don't want to fuck with you. I'm saying, well, shit like that is why your little brother punching elderly people in the back of the head. The fuck
That's
you
fucking crazy, dude.
motherfuckers. I'm saying like you punch a old like you could punch a regular dude in the back of the head and that might fuck him up. That's an old ass man. You could have killed that old ass man doing that. Maybe that's a part of the reason people don't fuck with you. Maybe because you got beef with everybody. You got beef with Cam. You got beef with Amanda. You got beef with Alicia. You got beef with MVP. You got beef with everybody. So it's like, well, brands and companies generally tend to want people that are liked. That's yeah, like I'm a hire round one because people like him. So he could grow my brand. I'm not gonna hire somebody. I'm not gonna have an ambassador that don't nobody like they ass. That's fucking backwards.
For
But you know,
reals, yeah.
it's fucking backwards, bro. Shout out to motherfucking Fa. Now, yeah, Inoue apparently said he won't be waiting around for Bam if he can't fight him by early next year and looking to move up to 126. Yeah, I seen that quote earlier today. I seen that quote. I don't really know how much Bam. I'll say this. I don't know about Bam, but I don't know how much Robert Garcia wants that fight for Bam because Robert's not dumb. He's been in the game a long time. He has to know you can't rush Bam into a fight like that. Not if you want him to win. He just got to 118. You can't then
Yeah, that's true.
hopscotch to 120. Like, y'all could do it for the bag. Yeah, you could do it for the bag, but you ain't going to win. Like, if you did it on that
Yeah,
schedule
that's
where
what he
you.
was kind of saying too, Robert. Well, we'll probably look at another champion, like his brother and shit, right?
No,
So
y también, I'm not mad at it either because, para mí, mira, I like Bam. I want to keep seeing him fight and win, and I don't mind that he's fighting este tipo, Chispa Medina for the WBO. He's going to unify with him. I don't mind that. Like, nah, I would like to see him do his thing at 118, just irrespective of the Inoue shit. Like, I would rather see him go undisputed there than just rush him into a big
yeah,
fight for a
yeah,
bag.
like that's not even marinade. Y'all just rush. Like there's so many fights that boxing did over marinate and didn't make. That this one right here, nah, there's a lot of time for this fight still.
No,
You
y
know?
también no es necesario tampoco porque, look, Bam, I want to see fights that are good is the main thing. And I don't, like, I don't think Bam wins that fight. I don't really want to see that fight because it's the
Yeah,
elements
that's
of a
true.
good fight are not there. Like, nah, Bam literally just now got to 118. Inoue has been at 122 for 3 years. It's like, what are we doing? Like, man, Inoue, go to 2-6 and do your thing, bro. I don't know who he's gonna fight up there. I suggest Angelo Leo. I think he's the most beatable out of everybody that's up there right now. Angelo Leo's the most beatable out of all them guys. Go at him, win
Absolutely.
IBF, right? Shout out to motherfucking Drew. Relays cooking both Oscar and Nico Ali Kaepernick. I love it. Ryan on Monday Night Raw. Zuffa gonna overpay him if he beats. Yo, the other shit is he's getting more promotion at Zuffa than he was getting at Golden Boy. Golden Boy never got him on the WWE.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I just seen I was watching Raw right now and I seen him right there in front row.
You know where he gonna go. Oscar already confirmed he only got one more fight after this with
I
Golden Boy.
feel
He
like
he
he's not
confirmed
gonna
it.
do Zuffa. I feel like he's gonna sign with the Zone, and the Zone is gonna probably
No,
run
no.
promotions.
Yo me imagino que él se va pa' Zufa. I would imagine just because they're gonna put up a retarded amount of money for him. You got to imagine a world after he already knocked out Conor Ben. You got to imagine that.
What if
Turkey,
what if he doesn't? What if he loses to Conor?
I mean, we could what if the shit out of a lot of things, bro. But Ignacio, who do you have winning that fight?
Not Connor Ben.
Yo, what are we doing, bro?
Hey, yo,
Yo,
look,
what are we doing? Like,
Yo,
look.
Jules, really quick on that whole point about Oscar never. Would you put that motherfucker on when he did shit like he did up trying to negotiate the tank fight without you, trying to get out of his contract? Like, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for that motherfucker. He shot his own self in the foot, and I can't blame Oscar for looking at him like he's a dickhead.
I don't know because Oscar at the same time it's like I look at Ryan and Ryan is a pain in the ass. He has been I keep telling people that him and it's almost like him and Oscar never got along because they've been beefing since before the pandemic. Since the earliest beef I remember was because Ryan didn't want to fight Romero Duno. That's the earliest beef and I know that was in 2019. So he's a pain in the ass. But at the same time, there has to be a reason that all of Oscar's big fighters, they always want to leave him. Canelo, Ryan, Virgil. So something, algo pasa ahí. Something's wrong. You keep all your flagship fighters want to leave you, you know?
Yeah, but the one thing I'll say though, Jules, is that when that motherfucker started complaining about fighting Duno, he didn't make him fight Duno right away. And
No, he
then
didn't.
he gave him a brand new deal where they paid him way more money than they were paying him before. And what does this motherfucker do? He starts sitting out and not fighting.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? This
But
motherfucker, he loves to complain about Oscar, but he's his own worst enemy at the same time.
yeah, but
Yeah, he is.
but the other shit is he's still on the come up. You have to admit that he's more popular now than he was before. He is. And is it really because of anything Oscar did? Is it?
No, I mean, I'll give him that much. He's parlayed his social media following
Yeah, well, he's
into
been doing social
motherfuckers, making
media
him more
himself.
popular.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
like Oscar
but
runs
that
the social media.
but then that's basically saying, and that's kind of what I mean that I don't know. I don't see him doing what Tio did. I don't think he's going to stay on the zone. I think he's going to go to Zufa just because there's more potential there. And they're going to offer him a lot of money, is the other thing. They're going to offer Ryan a lot of fucking money. I'm telling you right now, Turkey already said they generated a six million for the gate already. Already for the
Which
Conor
one?
Ben
On
fight.
where?
For the tickets are already on sale for the Conor Ben fight, and they
Damn.
already generated. Go to Turkey's page. He said it. They already generated $6 million, bro.
Fuck.
I
God
mean,
damn.
I want to believe it because I like the fight, but this is Turkey, the same motherfucker that lied on Frank.
That is true. You know what that is? That is true. That is true. I'll say
Well,
this.
I'm gonna
I'll
just have
say
to
this.
look up that
I'll
shit.
say this anecdotally, undefeated. Because it's on Paramount. I think that shit is gonna do a lot of numbers, bro.
Oh
Like
fuck
Oh,
yeah!
I
bro,
think
you
it's
know
gonna do
that's
a lot of numbers,
numbers.
bro.
And the zone out there where
Y que
Conor
cuando
Ben,
Paramount, te lo voy a decir, que cuando Paramount ve esos números, they're gonna offer. I'm telling you, they're gonna offer Ryan a lot of fucking money to go with them, bro. More than DAZN is gonna offer him. So
and it's gonna come out of Turkey pocket, bro. I feel like Turkey
Is
gonna
this
pay the paycheck. Like, here you go,
it's
Dana. Go
is
sign
this
that boy.
the last fight or the second to last fight with
this
Oscar?
is the second to last fight because this fight doesn't count. The fight with Connor, that
Yeah.
doesn't count. It's the fight after that. So you have to imagine that the fight after that, I don't even think it's gonna be Devin. I think it's gonna be the winner of Teofimo and Rolly is who he
There you
will fight
go.
after that. Pero
Yeah.
también, otra cosa, because it's the last fight, he might take an easy one like, nah, I'm not gonna gamble potentially losing before I get to leave and make a bunch of money. I might fight a fucking bum. All I gotta
Oh,
do is all I gotta
at
do is
40
fight a bum and that's it.
at 47, I got the perfect one. Alexis Rocha.
Yo, not even him, bro. Not
Adrian
even
Broner.
Maybe he fights the loser instead of fighting the winner. Maybe he
Yeah.
fights the loser of Lopez versus Romero. Maybe he fights the loser. Maybe the loser's Rolly. But he's in a strong position. And my point is he's not in a strong position because of anything Oscar did. For the most part, Ryan is his own promoter. Toda esa vaina que él está haciendo on the kick streams with Gorlock, with Dean the Great and Broner. Él está haciendo todo eso. That's not Oscar. That's not Oscar promoting him. He's promoting himself. So, credit to him. Fuck, y'all just gonna sit there breathing and shit?
No, I mean, what else do you want us to say? Ryan's his own fucking social media promoter. Case closed. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Now we got Zapata Roach this weekend to kick off August. I'm looking forward to that.
That's a good
I don't really
fight.
give a shit. I don't really give a shit about Muratalla versus Conceição, bro.
I
Go ahead.
I don't care for it either, but I'm still gonna watch it. You know.
No, ya tú sabes, pero I'm just tired of seeing that Brazilian dude get title shots. Like every time I turn around, this fucking guy's getting a title
Wait,
shot, bro.
who,
Well, it's
um,
not his fault. Sometimes some of this shit falls
who,
down. So
No,
who did he
bro.
beat to keep on getting these title fights?
Yo no sé. I don't even know. He fought because he fought Foster 2 times.
Oh
He
yeah,
fought
that was a while ago.
Navarrete. He fought Navarrete. He fought. Yo estoy harto de ver ese tipo. You're like, yo, why is this? He's like the Brazilian Maloney brothers. Like, yo, every time I turn
Yeah.
around, he gives this guy a
he
title
is.
shot, bro. Every time I turn around, he gives this dude a
He
title
said the
shot, bro.
Maloney brothers.
Yeah, that's how them dudes is. Shout out to Drew. Waiting for Glacier to retract his statement. Yeah, you know sé lo que with Rick Glacier and glazing Golden Boy Promotions. You guys noticed that he's always sucking a fucking dick.
He
He
worked
was
for them.
Well, he works for them. Yeah, I was gonna say.
what does he do for them?
He
Supposedly,
got the
he's like a talent scout for them, where like he recruits certain guys. Like from what I remember seeing on Glazer's Twitter, before they fucking hijacked that shit from him, he said that he was involved bringing that fucking guy, Frederick Lawson, to Golden Boy.
Oh, okay.
So
Fight
that's what he
Virgil.
does for them. He brings like opponents for them to fucking fight.
So he finds the bums is what he does. He
Yeah,
finds
so
the
he
bums.
finds the shiny tomato cans for them to
Psh,
fight.
all right, well that explains it. Pero ellos tan jodidos que cuando se vaya Ryan and he's leaving, like he's absolutely leaving. They're fucked, man. They are fucked. All you gonna have is Virgil.
Yeah.
All you gonna have
And
is
Gabriella.
and get yeah, but Gabby. I'll tell you what. Look, I like Gabby. I think she's with the wrong promoter. I don't even. I'm gonna say I wouldn't want her to go to. I wouldn't want her to go to MVP. There's too many
Nah,
girls over there.
go with Eddie.
Eso es lo que yo iba a decir. See, if you pair her fights with Diego Pacheco's fights, because remember they're both from California. She's from Coachella, and I think he's from East LA. Just
Yeah.
put her fights with his fights, and you could get a nice LA thing going. Because she's wasted on Oscar, bro. She's really fun to watch. Like she's really fun to watch. And Oscar's wasting her, bro. Like she should have had another fight lined up by now. I don't know what they're waiting for. But yeah, there's that.
She's gonna
It
move.
looks like we're.
I think she's gonna move. I said,
Say
you
it
think she's
again.
gonna move down, Drew? You think she's gonna move down and wait?
I ain't gonna front. If she moved down, that's some weak shit.
That's sad.
That's some weak
Yeah,
shit. I mean,
that-
like
that's-
you already bigger than all these bitches. You trying to fight even smaller bitches? That's crazy. Like all the real smoke is at Superfly. There's plenty of people to fight up there. Matchroom got girls up there. MVP got girls up there. Like go up there. What are you doing? You big enough? But we'll see. We'll see. Boots and Josh Kelly look like that's gonna go down.
Boots, easy money.
Yeah.
Shit. No surprises there, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Zuffa's card was lit, bro.
Hey,
They had us cheering for Edgar Berlanga out here, bro.
That was a
Oh.
Tuesday night. That was a Tuesday night fight on a Sunday night.
Shout out to Pumpkin. Watch Raymond look like Kaka. Yeah, a lot of guys kind of look like Kaka with him, don't they? Like I remember Navarrete looked like shit. And Forster looked like shit in the second fight with Conceição. He looked like shit in the second fight. But yeah, that was a good card, man. And I said it at the top of the live that that was a good advertisement for Zuffa because the zone is fucking up.
Big
Two
time.
pay two pay-per-views that were not worth it. Joshua versus Pringle was not worth it. Zoo versus fucking Spence was a Greek tragedy. Like seriously, like you think it's a Greek tragedy, bro. But whereas Zuffa, they gave us some fun fights. Motherfuckers is getting knocked out, motherfuckers is getting knocked down, and it didn't cost nothing extra. Shit, as long as they keep doing that,
Referee,
I'm telling you, bro, it's only
right?
a matter of
Referees was
time.
falling over.
fucking referee tried to
And
suplex
I was,
Stephen Butler.
Yeah, he tackled his ass like he thought he was playing football.
For real, yo. Shit, that was a good call. I can't wait for the next one. I think the next one is going to be Johnny Fisher in the UK.
Oh,
I think
that
that's.
in
No,
Ireland,
it's
no?
the Dublin, Ireland show with Aaron
Oh, right,
McKenna,
right, right. With Aaron McKenna and Callum Walsh is
Kellen
going to be on that
Walsh.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Time
but they doing
for
things.
time for Max to get his slurp on with fucking cattle and shit.
They got to calm him down because
Yeah, bro.
everybody notices it now. Like, bro, look, we understand that they cut your check, but you don't have to put the whole dick in your mouth. Like, not the whole
Just
thing,
a,
bro. Like,
just a tip, bro. You ain't gotta
because
gargle that shit.
porque él el único. Joe Tessitore doesn't do that. Fucking Andre Ward doesn't do that. Este tipo Antonio Tarver doesn't do that. Like Max, you don't gotta put the whole dick in your mouth, bro. Not the whole thing, bro.
Hey, Jules, real quick, did you hear that they made the fight between Sam Noakes and Dennis Perenchik?
That's a good fucking fight. That is a good fucking fight.
Those tights make my old lady's ass look fat. Love it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's put it on the Jumbotron. Gotta put it on the Jumbotron. There
This
it is. Oh,
guy.
shit.
Hey, let's get a
Family
180,
day.
bro.
Don't
Hey,
get
Jules,
don't don't get too fucking excited, undefeated. I'm
Hey, Jules,
fucking watching you,
Jules.
bro.
It's over. They got Ryan breaking guitars like he's the honky tonk man on Monday Night Raw.
No,
It's
I
over.
said it. I
Bro.
said it, Drew. That he's right now getting more promotion from Zuffa because you know who set that up. That was Zuffa, obviously. TKO, obviously. He's right now getting more promotion from them than he ever got from Oscar. Ever. Like, the only reason people know Ryan is because of Ryan, because he's a social media guy. It wasn't anything that Oscar did, you know. So
Bro, this fucking
good.
TKO's coming in like a SWAT team right now. If you think about it, for the Connor fight, they had for the McGregor fight, they had Connor and they had Ryan at the weigh-ins, bro. Like
Undefeated. It's the
now
takeover, baby.
it's a takeover, hostile. Either you lay
Not for
down or you
nothing.
get run over.
Not for nothing. I seen Connor tweet that he'll be back next year. I'm like, yo, what is wrong
Yeah,
with
he
this
is.
dude,
Hey,
bro?
it's because he got one more fight, so he want to try new agency. Be free agent, get millions more in boxing.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he
go.
can't fight no more, bro. He
I
threw his
mean, now
dick
with
at
his
the
leg,
guy
that's
and
what I'm saying. Go to boxing or bare knuckle. Don't be throwing your leg. You ain't gonna kick.
He's washed, bro. It's
like
a
that dude
wrap
is
for that dude.
finito, bro. Like that
Yeah.
dude got osteo. Your bones is brittle, bro. Just go sniff more coke. I don't
All
understand
the
what he
fucking
doing.
proper 12 couldn't
Proper
help his
12
bones.
got his ass.
You know what I'm looking forward to? The Ring IQ hate mail for talking shit on the civil rights activist Nico Ali Walsh.
I'm so tired of
I'm
that.
gonna do that.
Yo,
I'm
Drew,
gonna do
I'm
the
so
hate. I'm gonna do
fucking
that.
tired of that dude, bro. Tú
Man.
sabes lo que él no tiene nada que hacer, and that's really what it is. That you're not gonna make it as a fighter, so now you're trying to like win a different type of fight. Pero pa quién tú estás peleando, maning? If the fighters are going over there, who are you even fighting for then? What is the point? And that's why I said he's Greta Thunberg. Like, yeah, you don't got nothing to do. You a professional outrage artist. You look for shit to be mad at. The bitch went from being mad at climate change to being mad about Pakistan. That's Nico right there in the word. That's Nico. You don't got
I'm
nothing to
gonna
do.
I'm gonna send your clips to someone at TKO that Rudy Hernandez works with. I would love you to be a on-air columnist because nobody asked Nico real questions.
Yeah,
He
but
need,
I
you know
mean,
what question they need
uh,
to ask him? Why
they
go
you
need
ahead.
to
ain't talking about the WBC and why you ain't at the WBC event while they fucking over fighters left and
There
right,
you go.
motherfucker?
There you go.
Bylaws
Yeah.
knows the bylaws.
what they need.
The
Yeah.
shit is
Yeah,
that
Vala.
the real shit is they don't I maintain this that they don't give a fuck about these fighters. And listen, I don't either. I just don't pretend to. I'm not the Mother Teresa. Yo no soy Lázaro of the boxers. Fuck that shit. If go to Zuffa or get fucked by the WBC, man. Da igual. You know. I'm not
You
with
know,
the
so you know,
the
You're the
bleeding
wrong
heart
guy to
shit.
ask because you said you want the fighters to be paid in rent stipends. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I
you
think
know,
they get paid too much.
you know, they
Yo,
need to
and
really ask.
Wait. Go ahead, Herb. Go ahead, Herb.
You know, they need to really ask Nico. Yo, man, you need a job or what, man? That's what you need.
oh
yo,
That's
man,
what you need.
fam, that's what I was thinking. Like, yo, Nico, you know why you got time to be going to Congress and calling Congress? Because you don't have a fucking job, bro. It ain't like you training for a fight or nothing. So look, just go over there and be a commentator. Simple. Go.
What if Nick Khan just told him that at the meeting? Like, Nico, you need a job? What do you want,
You,
bro?
let me see. You got an Indeed resume? Pull up your Indeed resume, Nico. Let's see what you working with, bro.
Yo, Nico, you got a LinkedIn?
You got LinkedIn, bro. It's like, bro, and but you know that's why, like, yo, you got wild time to do that shit. You know why? Because your boxing career wasn't going nowhere anyway, bro. What was you gonna do, bro? Was you cut a mixtape? What was you gonna do? You're not a singer. You're not a singer. You're not an actor. You can't fight, right? And you can't shut the fuck up about your grandfather. So we'll just set you up in a booth with Andre Ward, right?
there
Yeah,
you
we'll
go.
set you up in there, bro. You call the fights. That'll cool him out. Just offer him a job.
You
Fuck
know
out of here,
what?
bro.
You know what I don't like about that guy, bro? Like every time you see him, he has his butterfly chain with his butterfly tattoo. I'm like, bro, that's not you. That was your grandpa, bro.
Eso es
Like,
lo que es.
yeah.
Eso es lo que me molesta de ese muchacho, que it's so deliberate that, bro, you're just milking your grandfather's name. That's really it. Like, you don't have anything. Tú no sabes cómo hacer nada. You're not a good fighter. You can't sing, can't act, can't swim, can't play tennis, can't play baseball. You know how to do shit. So you just gonna ride your grandfather dick into the fucking dirt, basically. Yeah, my grandfather. Like really, you got a butterfly chain, fam. Really? What?
Butterfly tattoo, bro.
Came in the game milking it, and now he's still milking it, and he's out of the game, still milking it.
I'm like, fuck out of here,
That's
bro.
true.
You know
And
they need to make him fight Artur better, beef. I could go for that.
Fam,
Itama,
he
fuck it.
hasn't fought in a minute, bro.
For
I've
real.
been saying, bro, his brother fights in MMA. His brother in the last fucking 6 months has fought like 4 times already. This motherfucker over there putting a suit and tie, thinking he could fucking get the fucking judges on his side and shit. You know, like it's fucking crazy,
The shit
bro.
is he's not doing any of that shit for the fighters because see, you came in the game with no amateur record, no real history, right? Aside from your grandfather, and you got a major promotional contract. Got a major promotional contract. You was fighting on the biggest sports network in the country, and all of that was nepo shit. All of that was not like you don't really know what you talking about, fam. The fighters don't need you to fight for them. All them guys, Hitchens, Belanga, Johnny Fisher, they just said Johnny Fisher's getting paid 6 times his highest purse. What the fuck does he need from Nico Ali Walsh? He's getting 6 times his highest purse, homie. You need a job.
Nico's like,
You need
don't
a
go
job.
there. John Fisher,
You need
don't
a
do
fucking
it.
job, bro. Go get a fucking job, bro. UPS is hiring, bro. You know?
He's a Starbucks barista. He gives the vibe.
For that's what he should do. He need to open up like a highfalutin burger joint with one of them cafes, you know the shit.
Call
He
it the
gonna have his
greatest.
grandfather's face on it, bro.
Right? Lil Gaza and shit. He in there, he's serving Gaza food and shit like that, bro. Like, get a fucking job, bro.
You
You know what I'm
know
saying?
what? You know who I didn't like, but I listened to him, and I gotta give him his props. He's a good fucking reporter. That MMA guy that switched to boxing.
Ariel, yeah, he's really
Yeah,
good.
bro.
I don't
He
listen
asked
to
good
anybody else
questions.
no more, but only him,
Everything.
Marcos Villegas. That's the only two I listen to. Him and Marcos Villegas, and he asks really good questions. And
Yes. Yep.
the thing about him is he knows how to package the question to where they don't feel ambushed, to where they answer it,
He
but they
also
don't
knows how
feel
to troll.
attacked.
Yeah.
He also
Yeah.
knows how to troll, though.
But he's good at his job. Like I noticed that
Did you
shit.
hear
Like
what
yeah,
he told Clarissa when they were talking about like, oh, so you like Foxy Brown and yeah, she's in
Fuck.
Yo, I don't know what's going on with your mic, bro.
Who named
Why
Remy?
your mic is doing all that? I
Hey,
didn't
your
hear
mic
none of
drunk or
that.
what?
I didn't hear none of that. Your mic is bugging out.
Oh my bad, bro. Yeah, cause she was telling they were talking about rappers from the old days, and then he was all like naming rappers because she named like the new ones like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and shit. And then he was like, "Oh, what about Remy?" And she was all, "Don't
Nah,
do that." I'm like, bro,
nah, he
calm
didn't do
down,
that. He did that.
motherfucker,
Oh
troll.
wow. Oh well, he a troll for
That's
that.
a
He a
wild
troll
boy
for
right
that.
there.
You know what I'm saying? She fuck around right and say, I don't know who told that bitch to rap, man. I really do not. Like, why do people think it's a good idea to just start rapping, man? That shit is not for you.
Papoose. That was coming from Papoose. He's like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
like that, babe." Yeah, yeah.
Word,
yeah.
right?
Honestly, that
Yeah,
shit is
why?
gonna end sadly in court.
Of course, bro. Like, he's 50. You already knew that because of the age disparity. Ese tipo tiene casi como 50 años. There's no, like, this is not a relationship, Tika, that's gonna last 10 fucking years. Una vaina así. I give him another year. I give him another year. And it's not gonna end well because the business is tied to the pleasure. He's the creative director of Win Records. You have a deal with Win Records. If y'all break up, what happens? If y'all break up, if if you let Anthony Durrell fuck you in the ass under the ring, what happens when Papoose finds out? Because I think Anthony Durrell is fucking. I think he is.
Really?
Better than me because I couldn't do it, but I think he's fucking. I do.
But
You
what
know
makes it? What makes you say he's fucking?
the body language, the way they move. I just watch. I could tell when people are fucking. I could just tell, like, yeah, they fucking, or they thinking about fucking, because they be around each other too much. Think about it. Think about it. If you around a chick all the time, todo el tiempo, all the time, all the time, all the time, and you know she, thighs is showing, right, sweating and shit like that, bro. Sooner or later, y'all gonna fuck. You can't be around no bitch for too long. Like, yo, they be in that gym by themselves working up a sweat, testosterone get going, and she might just want to randomly suck some dick one day. He's like, yeah, I can see that. Like, I think they fucking. I absolutely think they fucking too. Papoose is old. Like, that's a 50-year-old dick, ma. That shit probably. I'm
Bro.
just saying, bro. Most people don't take care of themselves, so it's like, what? You really think Pap is? Would she be
Yeah,
bugging out? Would she be bugging out like that if he was really dicking her down? No, that bitch should be asleep upstairs. That bitch
I
got
thought he
time.
was on the TRT or some shit. He should be on that. Do you know the
You
Rhino?
better
Do you
get
know
them
that
motherfucking
Dave White Rhino pill?
get them peptides popping. Like, you don't see that she's on the internet every day. She live every. I'm like, yo, when does he just fuck you so you could go to sleep? And it's like, I guess it's not going on. Bitch got too much time
He
on her
be sleeping
hands.
at 8. He be sleeping at 7, 8
Bro,
p.m.
he,
You know.
he asleep at 7:30 watching SVU, bro. He be every time, every live she do, they ask, yo, where's Pat? Oh, he upstairs. Why is he always upstairs? Shit is
He's from
crazy.
Houston.
He's sleeping, bro. SB sleeping.
He upstairs. He upstairs. Like, man, when does he fucking fuck your ass so you could go to sleep, bitch? You know what I'm saying? But real shit, she got an album coming out. I'm gonna buy it for Undefeated for Christmas. Send me your address.
What?
I'm
Oh,
gonna buy
hey,
it. I'm gonna send him.
only if she at 154, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy it for Undefeated because I know he's sweet on her. You wow, because who was it you say you didn't like? You say you don't like Chrissy and Rock, but you like Clarissa. That's
Ah,
They
fucking
were chilling
crazy.
together
it's
too,
just
though,
I got
That's
bro.
standards,
crazy.
bro. I got
What you
standards. Like
mean you got standards,
I got
bro?
standards, bro.
Tú me
Okay,
estás
you
diciendo,
rather
espera, tú me
okay,
estás
hold on.
diciéndome a mí que Clarissa es más linda que ella. Deja la vaina, man.
Let me break it. Let me break it down for you. You got a cum bucket with a missing tooth or a two-time gold Olympian. Who you
Bro,
fucking?
get out of it. I'm
Who
going with
you
the cum.
undisputed?
I'm
Three-time
going,
undisputed,
yo,
baby.
I'm going with the cum bucket because the cum bucket
Undefeated,
has, bro. Listen,
three-time undisputed.
that shit don't mean nothing, bro. That don't
Uh,
mean
uh,
nothing. Yo, let me go to Herb. Herb, you decide. Clarissa or Chrissy and Rock?
I'm gonna deal with the light skinned one, bet. seeing them both together, like a picture together, boy, that look like a funky combination, my dude. But overall, I'll go with the wife
You and
beater.
Nico, I'm gonna
It's
sit
that
with that one
funky
shit.
Cole Medina.
Fucking
Nah.
crazy, y'all.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that. Look, they cut. I'm gonna say this also about Christian because she's actually improving. I've seen like training videos where.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I wouldn't say this shit if I didn't mean it. Like,
Well, she's an
she,
athlete. You know, she used to
Yeah,
like be
she
a
is an
runner or
athlete.
something in
yeah,
high
and
school.
yeah, exactly. Like, she was a track star or some. So I seen some shit. I'm like, yo, it's starting to come together. Remember, she fights at middleweight, so it's like, what? Who you really gonna run into at middleweight besides old ladies from like fucking Russia and shit like that? There's nobody there. So, so I mean,
For real.
I see the potential, and I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
nah, I see the potential. But I was gonna say, while they are cut from a very similar cloth, Clarissa and Christian, that's not a contest, man. Clarissa, you bugging, dog. Like, I don't know,
That's why
dog. You gonna
Clarissa need to go in MMA. Go back to MMA. Because what the fuck are you doing in boxing? Like, go get a bag in UFC or something.
Christian is ratchet as fuck, but she's actually pretty, missing tooth and all. She's actually pretty. With Clarissa,
Maybe
like,
she'll
She
bump
nah,
got a
heads.
dog.
good booty though. I'm not
Maybe
gonna
she'll
lie.
bump
She
Oh,
heads.
she
does.
got a
I
nice
seen her. She was
everything.
yeah. I seen that. Yeah. I was like,
She got a
damn.
nice
Maybe she'll
everything.
bump.
Long as what fucks it up for her is when she start talking, cause she talk like she smoke a pack of Newports a day. Like, why is your voice so raspy, bitch?
She
The
does.
fuck?
Hennessy. Yo,
Yeah.
maybe she'll bump
Big
heads with
word,
Jack's
power.
daughter.
That's a man, baby.
Say it again, Herb. Say it
Maybe,
again,
maybe
Herb.
she'll bump, maybe she'll bump
What
heads with
the fuck?
Jack's daughter.
Oh god.
I couldn't hear. Say it again, Herb.
I said maybe she'll bump heads with Tretch's daughter.
Maybe, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's potential. I mean, she has a really big following, which is the main thing. And she could easily segue the same way that Jake Paul did, because she could easily do that shit. You know what I mean? Except with her, you actually stand a chance of becoming a world champion, because who the fuck is that middleweight? 40-year-old Australians? Like, who the fuck is that middleweight?
Yeah, but we don't
Fuck
know.
is
Them Australians might be too much for Chris. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. Be like, I seen she's hitting that bag. It's like, yo, this is actually looking kind of all right. Like she,
Hey, remember, it's the difference. Hitting the bag, you looking good, but you going in there trying to hit that woman like a bag. It's a
you
whole
know, but
different
Like
she's a
thing. Yeah,
natural athlete though. Like
yeah, yeah, that's
she is
true
an
though.
athlete.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's not like
true.
she's just
this,
some
Yeah.
bitch that started going to the gym. Like she's
No,
really an athlete.
we need
y'all,
to
this
be quiet
motherfucker's
because
biased because he wants to
the
stick her tongue in her
WBC is
booty.
listening to us
Motherfucking
right
right.
now.
Hey,
Motherfucking
You like that she has that little crackhead look,
no,
don't you?
the wild shit. No, listen, the wild shit is undefeated. Will have you believe that he rather take down Clarissa than Christian. This motherfucker,
Yeah.
I'd
like I
rather
don't know what the
take down
fuck
at
going
one
on with
at
Christian
him.
than shit.
165 at
I don't know what
160,
the
bro. At
yeah, I'm
160.
good though.
Hey, put up Wednesday
Her
night
ass
again.
look like a book bag, bro. Like a book bag
Wait,
with
hold on.
How you
Didn't
go
she
from
have that
wanting Gabby Fundora's hairy snatch to Clarissa, bro?
yo
wait,
yo yo
hold
yo.
on. Didn't about
Oh
a
man,
month ago she did that photo shoot and you said that you were like, oh shit, like
Yeah, yo, I hadn't slept in a while. Like that was what that like I hadn't
He
slept
had
in a
no
while and I was
coffee.
tired. I didn't have enough coffee. I wasn't wearing my glasses. Like nah, dog. Because
nah, chill.
when I seen them standing next to each other, you could just see the differences. Like yo, that shit looks sloppy, fam. That shit don't got. It's big, but it don't got no shape or nothing, bro. It just looked like a bag
Cottage
of
cheese.
water. Yeah, like a bag of water. When you look at Chrissy and shit, the hips is popping, the legs is popping, everything looks still supple. Like Clarissa, you're not even old and you look saggy, and you're not even old. Like you just hit 30 and you look saggy. Like nah,
Imagine
I'm good
Clarissa
though.
with a baby. I feel like she would never get back to like her usual self. She'll probably gain weight and just
Nah,
Why you
fuck
think Ring
around.
is rooting for her to get pregnant so she leaves?
So she get the fuck out of here. I'm rooting for Undefeated to get her pregnant. Like she just show up in his house butt naked with a couple of CDs.
Nah, my Pola game undefeated, bro. I have no
Listen,
kid
bro,
though.
you gotta leave. Two-time gold medalist, bro. You put that on the resume. Took down a two-time gold medalist, yo. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
But
so
hey,
is Bud coming back or he bullshitting?
Turkey was kind of playing around. Like Turkey said some slick shit this past weekend, like that he might come back, but I don't know. I don't know. Come back for who is the real thing.
So Ron Boots and
You could say that, but Boots is at 54. Is you? My thing is be realistic. You think Crawford's gonna go to 54 after he just fought at 68?
No, 60 at the lowest.
60.
Yeah, like I don't see that. And Boots ain't about to go to 60 right now. He about to fight Josh Kelly.
I mean, if
It'd probably be
Virgil,
another year. It'd probably be another year
yeah,
before he go up to 60.
if Virgil had any fucking brain, he'd get a couple belts at 60 and tell Crawford come be his Huckleberry.
Well, you know what? You see what Oscar want him to do. Oscar doing it again because it's like, yo, you're not even talking about fighting for a belt at 60. You talking about fighting Tim Tszyu at 60. Bro, that does not get him a belt, bro.
And
That
what did
doesn't-
Tim Tszyu just say, Jules?
He said he want Laura.
Exactly.
Said he
Tim want a belt.
Tim want a belt. Question of the day. I'm gonna start with undefeated.
Yo,
Does Tim Tszyu beat Laura?
I'm gonna go with Laura, bro.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
okay.
Laura.
Herb, does Tim Tszyu beat Laura?
Nope.
Okay. Drew, does Tim Tszyu beat Laura?
Laura has my good graces for knocking Danny Garcia out, so I'm riding with the wheels fall off.
Damn, that's 3 for Laura. Country, what do you think? Does he beat Laura today?
After that performance, no.
Ignacio, same question.
Man, this is tough. I would say I would lean towards Tim only because he's been more active. I mean, how many more fucking layoffs can Lara take at his old age before that
Bro.
shit comes back to bite him in the ass?
I mean, that's what got Arrow, isn't it? Right? That's what got
Yeah.
Arrow.
Like
But
Lara
Tim,
hasn't fought in almost 8 months. And if they make that fight, it probably won't happen till the end of the year. So literally he will have been gone for a whole fucking year at 43 years of age.
No one by the time he might be fucking 44 by the time.
Yeah.
but you guys are forgetting
You know?
he's staying young by fucking these bitches.
Bro,
I don't
bitches
think-
weak in legs, bro.
Yeah, they do.
I
They
don't
do.
I don't think Tim stops him, or I don't think he outboxes Laura.
I think look, the shit is I'm gonna say this. Laura do hit hard. That's not like, yeah, if Laura's one of the few pure boxers that actually hits fucking hard.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Tim, I don't know about that chin, man. I don't know about that. Like, normally I would have picked Tim because, yeah, pressure usually beats pure boxers. But you've been getting fucked up for 3 years. It's hard to ignore that.
Yo, and that new trainer he has, you might as well get rid of him because he looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
ass.
Look
well, that's why I
fucking
got
terrible,
Laura.
bro.
Undefeated. He just went back to being Tim Tszyu. That's why I said he should have never went.
The halawa. He used to be better than that, bro. He looked like shit on Saturday,
Yeah,
bro.
but that's what I'm saying. I can't.
He should have stayed with Pedro Diaz.
I think Jeff,
No, para
have
mí,
that.
que se quede con el tío. Because the best version of Tim Tszyu we ever seen was with his uncle, Igor Golubev. That's the best. Just stay with your uncle. For the bullshit I seen on Saturday, yeah, just go back to your uncle,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit-
Jeff
that
Fennick
shit
didn't
was
add
bad.
shit. He didn't
I
add
think
shit to
Jeff-
your game.
Jeff said it was just for show because it was such a big event out there in Australia, so he gonna pull him in just to make it more bigger. That's all. He better not use him no more. That's for sure.
Yeah, because he looked like shit. Shout out to motherfucking Eric Dunn. I got Tim. I don't know, man. At the same time, 44 is 44, bro. Like, I was on the hack squad and my motherfucking ass hurt for 3 days. That's that. I'm 43. Imagine Laura out here trying to. Yeah, I don't know, dog. I don't know, man. 40s is a motherfucker, bro. Like they are. So
You know, Saturday's fight was a little personal for me because I was at the gym with this motherfucker after the Olympics, and he's only a year older than me. So I'm like, fuck, like it's about that time. My back's hurting, my knees pop when I get up. Like, fuck, man.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. When I was your age, you what 36, right?
I'm 35.
Oh, you see, yeah, you still young, bro. When I was 35, I felt 25. No cap. When I was when I was 30, I felt 25. Nothing hurt. Nothing. No complaints and nothing hurts. So Change your diet.
Oh yeah.
Something. Change your diet. That's the main. Yeah, whatever you eating, change that shit because that's where it's coming from. You shouldn't be hurting yet. I like really. I'm gonna say that the only reason that I have aches and pains is just sore from being in the gym. Other than that, I'm not sore, and I'm fucking 43, bro. Just saying.
Yeah.
If it's not if other than the regular soreness that you get from lifting weight, I'm not sore at all. Don't got back problems. Dick still get hard. Shit is rocking and rolling, bro. Just saying.
Hey, but
I need
Laura's not
I
gonna
need a
fight Tim
backyotomy,
like fucking
motherfucker.
Spence did.
That is true too. Laura could fight a way better version of the fight that Spence fought. Like he absolutely like yeah, that's his
Yeah.
bag. That's
Yeah, because
what he
Laura ain't
do.
crashed into no what's the name and lost his, some of his motor skills. Spence lost some of his motor skills.
But
Well, I
Joe,
mean, but he did beat Danny Garcia, bro.
Yeah,
He
but
did.
when he beat Danny Garcia,
Yo,
I don't
but
think he lost all his. You know what's so crazy? That big car crash ain't. I don't think that's what caused him to lose the motor skills. The other 15 car crashes.
it was the second one.
He beat Danny
Not
Cassie
because
Garcia.
people are exaggerating about that second car crash. That wasn't anywhere near as bad as what he suffered in 2019.
It
Oh
definitely
yeah,
wasn't,
but
but his motor skills seem like they did deteriorate since the Danny fight, though.
That could
Like
be
if you
because of
look
all
at
the
how he
liquor,
looked against
bro.
Ugas, he didn't
That
look as
could be
good against
because of
Ugas
all
as
the
he did against
liquor.
Danny.
That could be because of all the liquor and all that lean, bro. Like that don't gotta
Oh
be.
yeah.
That could just be because well, the motherfucker drink a lot. So what the fuck you think gonna happen? He
Yeah, so
drink or
you saying it was
he was
the yak in the lane.
saying
Hey, yo,
like motherfucker. Yo, I'm just saying a motherfucker drink a lot and then go get punched in the face. You decide, bro. That's not a winning combination,
that's a
bro.
bad
He said
combination.
you
It's
decide.
not a winning combination, bro. Get hurt.
did you hear Crawford say that they were telling him ever since Boots was leaving the amateurs that he reminded him of them. He reminded them of one another. So that's
Yeah, I
how
seen
long
that shit.
that's how long they named, that's how long he was connected to Bud. Because he was coming out the amateurs. See? A
But
lot of
I'll
people don't
say
even
that
know that.
I would say that and I'm not saying this shit on no shit. I genuinely mean this. Boots doesn't fight like Crawford. He don't.
No.
Like like you Boots is actually very simple. You the best of the rest to me, Boots. Like, yeah, you better than a lot of these guys, but these guys suck. So, you know what I mean? Like I don't he's gonna get beat eventually. I don't think it'll happen at 54. I'm not completely sure it happens at 60. He definitely tops out at 68. Like, bro, you're gonna be a midget at 68. You're gonna be a
That's true.
midget.
And he fights dangerously, but maybe by then he got a little more defensively sound, though. You know.
He fucking better.
He just,
Could you imagine him with Sajo? Sajo gonna make you have to knock
He
him
look
out.
bigger than Canelo too, though, bro.
Yeah, but Canelo's small, bro. You can't use a small guy. Oh, he look big. A lot of
Yo,
motherfuckers
Canelo
look
did
bigger than
good at
Canelo.
68 with a
you
small
know,
size.
fucking Boots and his uncle just beat up Greg Hackett over the weekend. I seen the testimony. That shit look crazy.
Word?
he had
Like
Greg,
for real beat him up? Or playing?
he had
They had a
Greg in the
boxing
corner
match.
working his ass over.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Shout out to
Wow.
Greg Hackett.
Greg, let's keep it being. Greg Hackett is the unbiased brim, bro. Let's keep it in a being,
Yeah,
bro.
I've been on Greg channel before. I ain't gonna do him like that. I'm not gonna
Bro, he's
talk
the
shit. You do what you
unbiased
want.
brim, bro. Let's be
You do
real,
what you
bro. In
want.
the ring, he's
I
the
ain't gonna.
unbiased brim, bro. He's the unbiased
I
brim,
ain't gonna
bro.
do that. You could talk that shit. I'm gonna go get a can of tuna fish. I'll be right back.
The fucker can of tuna fish at 10:57. You fucking degenerate old bastard.
he probably gonna go to sleep without brushing his teeth and shit.
Yeah. He gonna,
Snoring
oh,
too.
his breath gonna smell crazy toxic when you wake up in the morning.
He gonna wake up and smoke a cigarette.
Bro, you
I
better
know
get
he
your
gonna so he gonna have a
bro.
smoky pussy mouth.
Yo, that motherfucker's gonna eat tuna and drink coffee right now.
Yuck.
Push.
And the thing is, he gonna use the coffee to backwash the tuna.
He's gonna do gargles with that.
Man, y'all bugging.
Yeah, we are. It's okay though. As much as I can't stand Hitchison, he is a good fighter though. He is good
Yeah.
for what he's worth.
He's all right, but you can see what he can't deal with. and that's supreme pressure. Just too much of just a boxer. There's
Yeah,
just too
Brim,
much of.
I'm not convinced he's that fucking good. They keep giving him all these guys that are a lot smaller than him that they know he can't get hurt by. Like, what would he look like if he had to fight a guy like Mean Machine, who's a big welterweight that can punch?
Yeah,
Would he be
they're gonna
doing
keep him
that
away.
shit?
They're gonna keep him
Well,
away from
hopefully
people
one
like
day
that.
we'll find out.
Turn the volume on, man. Turn that shit down.
Wait, hold on. Who we talking about? I just got on here. My bad.
Yeah, there's somebody got the mean echo.
Who we talking about?
Uh,
Oh shit. Hold on. Is that me?
So what's on the agenda for this week?
Roach,
You got
Cicada,
nobody?
Roach and Cicada.
Oh, this weekend Cepeda and Roach
Yeah.
on TNT. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go on TNT, baby. Guaranteed free licious. It's delicious. I hope Roach win, man, because he been the draw master. You know what I mean? It'd be a shame that he have a third draw in a row, bro.
If he lose, it'd be even worse.
That'd be diabolical.
He draws and lost. I mean, like they gonna be like, "Who want to fight Roach next?" They be like, "Not me."
Yeah, I'm like, well, what I'm gonna do? Fight him so I can get a draw on my record? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Roach, like I said, man, Lamont, he's living up to the name. He always coming up short like a roach to a blunt. I could see him getting 3 draws. What's the Cepeda? That's his third one. Hey,
Oh,
that's a good fight, though. That's a good fight.
it, it's like they set him up.
So we all agree Zuffa card was the best card this weekend.
Hey, what's up with you?
What's the most entertaining?
That ain't saying much. This last weekend was the weekend of the wash, the laundry cycle.
Oh,
Yeah, but we
shit.
still had some entertaining
We
fights,
got
though, man.
Yeah, we did in them cards, but it's like, man, them pay per views weren't. See, thank God I fucking Captain Hook them bitches, cause me paying for that, nah, bro, I would have looked stupid. Wouldn't waste all that money for nothing. Like even to me, Tim and Zoo, it was a cool fight, but the fight didn't live up to the hype. If you know what I'm saying. Like it just nobody got knocked down. Ain't really didn't live up to the hype that I was expecting it to be. Like, yeah.
Well, come on. I mean, they were both washed. I mean, if this would have been a long time
I
ago, then
mean, I
you
would
could have
think Tim
expected
at
it. But,
least could have done something more, but I mean, I don't know,
dude, they're
man. It
both
was
shot,
just
though, man. I mean, they're both
yeah.
shot. I mean, what were you really expecting?
Yeah, it's not like Tim was knocking motherfuckers out before this fight.
I thought he could do something with this guy right here because this guy wasn't even in the fight. Like
But bro,
he looked like a
other than
shell of
Crawford
himself.
beating
Like
his ass,
yeah, this was
whoever
the
put
worst Spence. This was
whoever
the
put
worst.
Spence on his ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, Spence just, bro, he was there for the paycheck, bro. Like, he wasn't, yeah, bro. He was retiring. The talks, all that shit. Like, yeah, bro. He already rode to the sunset. We just didn't see it yet, you know? I mean, probably did because the way he was talking, but yeah, man, that was just a horrible fight. Horrible fight. Like that, I could say, yeah, you getting whipped by Bud is bad, but you losing to Tim is worse, bro. That is worse, bro. Like, come on.
It's better that he did retire, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he doesn't have it anymore. And you know, I'd hate to see him stick around and what, just take more damage and like lose his faculties and the rest of that shit for what? Nothing. Fuck that.
Yeah, he's smart to get out now. Why take that risk of getting beat up for other dudes when you're never gonna get paid what you got paid this weekend again? I mean, if Jules is right and they paid him between 7 and 9, fuck yeah, take that shit and ride off into the sunset.
I forgot he got that much around that. Damn. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a big boat right there. Yeah.
Yeah, why get beat up for fucking, $200,000 and shit? Fuck that.
Yeah, because I think if he won, I don't even see him fighting Fedor or something, because that's like peanuts and shit, you know.
Yeah, they were never gonna pay him that kind of money. So he's smart to have taken this one last fight just to make sure that he's good financially moving forward.
He got to start selling his horses, bro.
Oh
He got
yeah,
to
I
start
mean, I'm
selling
saying
his horses if he's going broke. You know,
you
he
got
got horses.
you gotta feed all them animals on your farm.
But yeah, he does got a farm and shit. You know.
He got his check, and he was gone.
Yeah,
I don't even see Spence as a farmer type dude like that. Well, he's from Texas, so maybe it's different. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe that's why.
bro, you don't see him as a farmer. He's country as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I never like looking at him and just he just doesn't look like that farmer. I thought he'd be in the city and shit, but
Man,
nah, bro.
farming,
He has his own
farming
shit.
might get him. Farming might get him into the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit.
You never know. Like, they're
Hey,
arguing
country,
now. Like they're
What?
arguing now.
country, I got a question for you. Do you
What?
think do you think that Foghorn Leghorn was really white?
Oh yeah,
You think so?
yeah. I definitely do. He was that atypical, Southern redneck type dude. Type.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Come on, hey boy.
Well,
All that
yeah,
stuff.
that's
I mean, come
why.
on.
That's true. But like when he would say certain things, I was like, wait a fucking minute.
Well, he was a country redneck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though he was a chicken or a rooster, actually, but he was, the character was done after a country redneck. You
yeah,
know, but he was. I liked him, man. He was pretty funny because, like, like the time when he got blown up and his feathers came up, and he said, "Fortunately, for such an emergency, I keep my feathers numbered."
Hey, yo,
That
hey, yo,
motherfucker
what's
used to
the
crack me up, man.
yeah.
hey, country,
He was an aristocratic fucking rooster.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that shit was funny.
country, hey, country, what's the difference between an Indian and an Arab?
What?
You don't know? One is
No.
responsible for seven. One is responsible for 7/11, and one is responsible for 9/11.
Oh, you wrong for that, man. Hey, have you guys
I
seen
mean,
that
someone just
video? Have you guys seen the video of the Pakistani dudes and they're doing all the rap songs and shit?
oh yeah, oh my god, that be bugging me out.
I
You
saw a
got
video country right now a little while ago about this dude named Mo Amir. Apparently, he
mm-hmm.
comes out on that the Daily Show or whatever, and he did a little dialogue where he was talking about how people out here are still blaming Muslims for shit that's going wrong, and they showed some video where like some MAGA folks were like holding up fucking like a pig's head on a stick, and that motherfucker he's all, lady, he goes, do you really think that like a pig head on a stick is gonna affect us Muslims? Like, why would you think that? Like, he goes, do they really think that like I'm allergic to bacon? He goes, am I gonna go into a Denny's and smell the bacon and go, oh my god, I'm losing my superpower? Like that motherfucker had me dying right now when he was like on his little dialogue. That shit was hilarious. You should see it, country.
Is he a
I see.
comedian or something?
Yeah, like
Hey,
look
I
him
see.
up.
Yeah.
His name's Mo Amir.
Somebody
Okay.
got an AI. Someone got an AI
He
video.
sounds I think I've seen him before. I think he's pretty funny. If that's what I'm thinking of.
Speaking of motherfuckers that don't like bacon, y'all heard what happened in Germany?
Oh
That shit
yeah,
crazy. You heard about? It's not funny. It's the irony. You know what I mean? It's the irony of the shit that like this. This shit motherfuckers keep telling y'all about, but y'all won't listen to nobody. So do your thing. Them two motherfucking movements really don't mix. But go ahead. Motherfucker Abdul decided to run a car into one of them pride parades over there. Like what?
What?
You don't know no? Yeah, you didn't hear about that shit? Motherfucker killed like I think he either injured or killed like 13 people.
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw something where only one person got killed and he injured everyone else.
Well, it was a shooting this weekend too. I don't know if that's related to that movement and all that shit, but I know there was a shooting in Seattle this weekend, and I heard that one person died. I heard that one person died at that shooting in Seattle.
Well,
yeah.
what I saw
I
about
heard about that.
what I saw about that one though, Jules, I was looking at a thing earlier. They're claiming that they think one of the dudes who got killed was actually the other shooter. That him and the other guy that were shooting that they arrested,
Mm-hmm.
those two guys were exchanging gunfire, and the people just got caught up in the crossfire.
Oh shit!
So
Yeah,
that's
because
It's
what they
very
were saying
possible.
happened.
I had heard a kid got shot. I heard like a 54-year-old woman had got shot. It's like, yo, I don't even feel comfortable being in public spaces no more on some real shit. Just because motherfuckers will know ahead of time, yo, they doing an event over here, and some nut motherfucker decide to shoot the shit up.
And in the daytime, you can't even, like,
And that shit was like some eating shit. It was like a festival for food or some shit. It wasn't the type of shit you expect something like that to go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I know the
Eat my
group, I
can
know
of
the group,
tuna.
I know
That's
the
Eat
why
my
group
can.
of
Jules
people.
only goes to Cracker Barrel and then goes home right after.
Trying to tell you, bro. I went to the shit today, no cap. Motherfucker gonna think what they want to think about me. I go to the shit today. I go to the gym, and it's a little Ahmed in the motherfucking in the locker room, and he was listening to that shit, and I just my hair stood up like he listened to that. He listened. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my. I was like, yo, yo, that ass. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? But it's it's just that kind of climate, man. It's hysteria, man. That's what hysteria does to people, man. Can't help but get a little bit nervous, like shit, man. If he was listening, if he was sitting there listening to motherfucking Doja Cat, I wouldn't thought nothing about it. But he's sitting there listening to that shit. I'm like, oh man. I don't know, man. The world is crazy, bro. The world is crazy right now. Everybody mad at everybody and shit.
Allah Akbar.
De verdad, manín, que cuando yo fui por el gimnasio y había un muchachito ahí, sentado en el locker room, y yo guardando mi vaina, y yo oigo esa maldita música, and I'm like, yo, I don't know, dog. I got
Very pointless. Oh, should I be worried?
no. I mean, that's literally what I was thinking. Like, literally, like, no cap. My hair stood up. Like, what's he getting ready to do?
Virtuoso and Chris, they're up in New York praying, bro. They pray to call the prayers. That's them.
Yeah, yo, they with that shit, bro. They radicalized.
That's
They
not good.
radicalized. They're tubular. They're radical. Bueno, que se queden con su vaina, con su call the prayer y toda esa vaina. Que se queden con eso. I'm gonna just eat this can of tuna and shut the fuck up. Stay in my house. I'm not worrying about shit. But other than that, it's gonna be a busy month. Who else has a card this month? Because I know we got this shit this Saturday. That's a Golden Boy show. MVP has 3 shows. Who else has Pro Box has a show this month? I think Lester's fighting this month, right? Lester?
Yeah,
Yep.
we gotta
He's fighting this month.
that though.
It's $5 though. I'll probably buy it. It's only $5.
And yeah, you know what's
Com-
crazy, Jules? Because let me tell you something. My Fire Stick picks up every goddamn thing. If it's behind any kind of paywall, it's gonna pick it up. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to pay the $5. I might get it on my joint. I don't even know.
no, you
But I'm gonna
might get
see
it on
first.
your joint. You might get it on your joint.
Anything that costs is there. You know, they even got Zoofa on here. I'm like, God damn. You know
Mi-
something? I got Zoofa on my Fire Stick, and then if you've been a long, if you had a Amazon account for a long time, a lot of mergers. Like I got Amazon Stars, Amazon HBO Max. It merges with Prime. So I got Amazon merged with Paramount Plus, and then I have
Yeah,
the
you can
app.
buy it
I have
from there. You can buy it from there, shit like that.
That's how I got my Hulu shit because I had ESPN just by itself, and cause
yeah.
and then I seen they had like a package for Hulu where you get the Hulu to Disney with the ESPN, and I had got that shit.
Yo,
They,
but
they
now
doing bundles.
Amazon will give it to you for free, yo. They gave me HBO Max for free. They gave me a Prime with HBO Max. Prime was all that shit for free. It just merged with Prime some kind of way, and so
Oh
it merged.
shit! Like, I gotta.
Yeah,
I might have to check my shit because I've had HBO. Like I had HBO Max by itself for years. Let me. I'm gonna see if they did that because I'm a Prime member. I got Prime.
it merges, man. It damn sure does. And now I had all these apps before Prime merged with them, and then when I went to my original Paramount Plus app and I looked at the fights with y'all this weekend, I was ahead of y'all by a couple of seconds. I was like, okay, well, this was happening and shit, but the mergers and shit, I would have probably been the same speed as y'all. But yeah,
Shout out to
Prime.
motherfucking Plutonium. Mirage is praying to a statue of David Benavidez. That dude is yo, David is fucked, bro. Like I was thinking about that shit watching Oscar talk about like Ryan and David in the face of boxing. And I just remembered that like, yo, this dude is fucked, bro. You don't got nobody to fight. Nobody. Zufa can't even help you. All they could do is get you job. All they could do is get your ass beat. That's it. Other than that, you don't got nothing to do. You don't got nothing to do. Think about it. Like what else is there left for him? Like what is he? 30, 31? Yo, you don't got nothing to do, homie. Nothing to do. Real talk, what it do?
Yo, what's good with you? David finna fight the
Maybe he could
great
fight
Noel
some of John's
McKelly.
leftovers.
For real. That dude is fucked, bro.
What are you eating, nigga?
Fucking tuna fish, bro. You know I get down.
Nice.
When I
Nice.
get a little when my stomach start, cause I already ate, I was eating baked ziti. But I'm still hungry.
Type
Like
shit.
fuck it. Get this tuna fish popping.
Phil's up here smacking on the live big time, man.
That shit good in the motherfucker,
Always.
dog.
Always.
Good in the motherfucker, dog. That tuna fish, 24
I'm making
grams of
pozole,
protein.
so I'm trying to hold out.
I just finished up some street tacos again, man. Them shits are hella good.
How you make your shit?
I usually do carne asada, and I cook up the carne asada, cut up the meat. I cut up the onions and the cilantro fresh, and then I'll cook. I'll like heat up the tortillas on the flame, open flame. I throw them down, put the meat, I put the onions, the cilantro. I get avocado,
Okay.
I cut it open, slice a little bit, and then I'll throw chipotle sauce on top of it.
You need to
Shout out
start
to
a
country.
yo, not for
Yo,
nothing.
God damn.
I'm
out to
telling
country.
country need to start a cooking YouTube. I'm not
Yes.
even playing.
For
I
real.
told him that he need to it be all food shit, like shit that he cook, but also local shit that he eat. Like if he go to a spot, he could tell you what you should eat at that spot. I told you, don't say nothing negative about nobody because that's how
No.
that Jewish dude made all them enemies at all them pizzerias. Like you gotta understand, you go to a pizzeria. Dave Portnoy that if you go to a pizzeria, and then you tell motherfuckers, yo, that shit was mid, you just got them negative press for no reason, dog. Like that's not good. So you just go to a spot and recommend whatever's good. Like don't talk about the bad shit. Just focus on the good shit. Like yo, if you over here, this is what you need to eat out. You need to do that, country. Start a YouTube, a food YouTube.
Jules, but Porno's a
For real.
dickhead. That's why people don't like him.
Well, that and I mean, That, and I've rarely ever heard him in all the pizza reviews that I've ever seen him do. I could say, I never heard him say nothing good about nobody's pizza. So it's not hard to see why motherfuckers don't like you.
That
You
and he's a
go,
small hat.
I don't know what motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna make a
And it's
whole
like,
fucking
yeah.
nah. I'm gonna dedicate a whole day to my small hats because they getting too much hate. I love my small hats.
Can I suggest something for that video?
Go ahead.
Whenever the thumbnail, put my boy Adolf in that hole. My boy Adolf, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know why the small hat. Can somebody explain to me why they getting so much hate? Because I literally don't know. Like I'm literally
People are waking
asking.
up.
Because they're just greedy, bro. They're just greedy for no reason. They're just
they
greedy
fucking.
for, like,
Go ahead, bro.
no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got it.
Oh, okay.
So you
like,
tell me undefeated. You tell me undefeated. Like I'm genuinely asking because I literally don't know. I'm like I literally don't know. Like what is it? Is it just the Gaza shit?
It all started
even
in
if you go
1912.
if you look south of the border, bro, they're trying to do that shit to Mexico right now. They're
Como
trying to
así? Like
in I think in the state of Coahuila, if I'm not sure, they literally just took over some land and they're trying to take over the water. Look that shit up, bro. And who happens to be the president?
Shinebaum,
And what is she?
a small hat.
También
Pero okay. Pero
go ahead.
what I was gonna what something that I told you guys was gonna happen is happening south of the border. They got a Chinese, a Japanese president in one of them countries down there, south of Mexico.
I think it's
In
Peru, I
Peru.
believe.
I think it
Yeah.
was a
How the fuck?
Chinese
How
guy.
the fuck did they like? And it's what I thought. They're like, yo, dog, that
Well,
land down
you
there.
know what they're trying to do, Jules, right? They're trying to get these cars made out of electricity and made them out of Mexico instead of
but that could
out.
spell an economic boom. Remember, a lot of the manual labor, the cheap labor, they outsourced it to China, which resulted in an economic boom later on. And what I'm thinking is, in the next 50 years, not just Mexico. I said that I think Mexico is going to become a first world country very, very soon. But not just them. Those South and Central American countries, I think they're about to have a very big economic boom because there's a lot of people out there that look. I know it sounds wrong, but they're not doing anything. Uruguay, Paraguay, those countries are dirt poor. So if you outsourced some labor over there, it would actually be a good thing for them.
That's true.
It would bring money to those countries that they weren't even getting before. Like, yeah, I know it's menial labor and it's hard labor, but think about how they're living now. It's like, yeah, it wouldn't be that far a cry. And I think in the next 50 years, South and Central America are going to come up in a big way. Like, I could see that. Like, yeah.
How do you think Venezuela is, bro? That fucking president people Trump.
Oh, shit, the CIA
Oh,
got
they
him.
got him.
They fucking got him.
Fucking
Hey,
Mossad
Jules,
got him.
Shinebaum.
real
Fucking
quick.
Mossad, bro.
Get Ignacio.
I was just gonna say the reason that Peru has these Asian fucking Peruvians that are there was because back in the day, I think the woman that's running for president is the daughter of a guy who used to be the president of Peru back in the 90s. His name was Alberto Fujimori. So he was the Japanese Peruvian dude that got elected in the 90s to be the president of that country. But the problem is that motherfucker was corrupt and dirty, and he eventually fled the country after he fucking bled them for all he
No,
could.
but she got elected. Didn't she get elected
Yeah,
president?
she just got elected. Yeah.
Wow, bro. Shout out the motherfucking century. I get you. Small hats have been removed from societies for hundreds of years for reasons such as what they're doing now. Yo voy a decir que, mira, para mí ellos no me molestan. I'm going to just say that. But I'm trying to understand what I'm seeing because I don't really understand it. Like, why is everybody all of a sudden mad at these people? And when you tell me that they're greedy, I just, okay, what else is new?
Well, Jules, let me just chime in really quick from what I've seen about like everything that's been going on. It seems like a lot of the backlash has to do with a lot of the small hats trying to get the U.S. government to just like bomb the fuck out of Iran. It seems like a lot of people are souring. A lot of people are souring on that shit, and it seems like they're the ones pushing the fucking administration to keep that shit going when a lot of people are like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? We have no business
Exactly.
being there. And that's
Yeah,
why a lot of the hate is going towards the small hats is because of that shit.
yeah. Well, I don't.
Hold on.
I'm
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the situation in Iran, a lot of the people in Iran, I've seen them saying that they want the U.S. to finish the job.
I
Well, some
guess,
of them
but
do,
it
bro.
sounds
Most of
like
them.
it just sounds like from what everything that I've seen like online. I mean, I could be wrong myself too,
No,
but
no, yeah, we're
it,
just sharing ideas. I don't
yeah,
have a perspective on it. I'm just saying, like, what I've seen is the Iranians, they want them to go over there, finish that shit. So, so they could go back to being the way they were before they were Islamified, it seems. That's my takeaway from it. But I noticed that like a lot of people is mad at the small hats because they also want them to do that. The only thing I could take away from that is why would the small hats want them to do that? And I think it's because it would bring more stability to the region, and that would be one less enemy for them in the region. That's the most I could think of.
yeah. I mean, that might be true, but my whole thing is okay. You get rid of the regime in Iran. What about the rest of the motherfuckers that are there? They don't like you either. So who's to say that Qatar or fucking Yemen
Bueno, eso
or
sí.
Saudi Arabia wouldn't attack them
Lebanon.
later? You know.
Eso sí.
So that's all I'm saying is like, yeah, you get rid of one, but it doesn't get rid of everybody.
But I guess that Qatar and Saudi, for Qatar and Saudi are not as unstable as some of the other, nations that are over there. They're not as quick to act. Whereas Iran, you know what the threat with Iran was, at least what they told us. We don't know if anything they tell us is true.
Yeah.
I we don't, but the threat on paper was that, oh, they trying to get plutonium so they could build a bomb. And imagine if they built the bomb, who would they use it on? The small hats. So it's like that bit of it I understand. Like, well, yeah, the small hats gonna want that because they don't want to have to worry about them no more. If you go back to letting them people the way, if you go back to letting those people over there be the way they were before they were Islamified, that is one less group they have to worry about. That's what I took away from it. Cause like I said, I don't hate them small. Like I don't hate them small hats. They ain't do nothing to me. So I don't.
I was reading about it. I don't know if it's true. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But wasn't Yahoo trying to like combine the Israeli and the
Yep.
American?
Yep.
Bro, for what reason? Handle your
Because
own
they
shit.
there are see that's the one thing that I've seen people say that I wholeheartedly agree. Because my thing is this: if you are not strong enough to stand on your own, then you don't deserve to be a country. That's how I've like what so what every time you got some shit
Now,
going on you got
conquistador Jules out here.
And you,
nah
and you got to think about it. You got to think about it because they've been beefing over there for fucking decades. If shit
You would have
pops
made a
off
great
in the
Viltrum,
next
Mike.
5 to 10 years, bro, if it pops off and they declare a draft, bro, how old will your kids be? Draft eligible?
I think so, honestly.
See,
I think yeah, my son, because he's the youngest, yeah.
and it's like for what? Y'all handle your own
I
shit.
mean,
But
I would say this: I would never go to war because I wouldn't. I'd rather beef with a gang down the street for a hood down the street instead of beefing with a whole country. They come in here, that's different. We defending it's
Yeah.
it's different.
Let's say
my, my,
fucking.
my, my main gripe is I don't understand why we have to be. And once again, I don't have nothing against them. Like I don't this beef that people have with them. I don't have that beef. I don't hate those people, or at least I don't hate them any more than I hate anybody else. But what I'm curious about is why are we so closely knit? Why do we have to keep constantly fucking helping you? Help your fucking self. Oh,
Well,
Well,
you know,
can't.
Iran get help from like what, but fucking Russia. So that yeah, that's why it's like more like the superpowers.
No, yeah,
And
because there's a proxy. There's a proxy that people
Yeah.
we got beef with got people they got beef with. Like like it's sort of like we're fighting Russia, but we're not. Shit like that. That better we get over there and run that shit than they get. And I understand that though. Like, no, I do get that. This country has a lot of enemies. The, I don't bring the morality into it anymore because well, we're all immoral. The Russians are just as immoral as we are. We're fighting for the same things. We're fighting for power. So I mostly just care about what's better for this country and what's better for us. as Americans. I'm not pretending to be the good guy. I just don't want somebody coming over here and blowing us to smithereens. That's, that's my whole thing. Like, yeah, I don't want that to happen. So we got to do what we got to do. And like the Venezuela thing, for example, I completely understood that. That look, that's a strategic strike point. That
I like that.
if our enemies got their hands on it, they would be within very close proximity to us. And I don't like that. I don't want that. I'd rather we go down there and run that shit than let them run that shit because we could be in some shit. So I
And
understand that. You
and
know.
Venezuela has something that belongs to us, and that's our oil. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's our
That's
oil.
our shit. That's
Yeah, but I
undefeated
wouldn't
shit.
get mad if we
Yeah,
did go for that. Look, I wouldn't get mad if we did go for that because at the end of the day, then people were starving. Then people were they were
Yeah, and
leaving their
that's the other
country.
thing that like I wish they did a better job in Puerto Rico because that would be a model for how things could be. Because Puerto Rico actually has a lot of problems, a lot of power outages. They still got a lot of issues, even though they're really part of the United States. And I think that they deserve to be served a bit better, so that could be a beacon to other nations. That like, look, if you let America take you over, you're gonna be straight. Just
yes,
work
sir.
with us. You gonna be straight. We gonna look out for you. You gonna be a
Look,
piece of us. Like
we
I think that's what they should do.
we are the pimp. Let me clap your cheeks, and I'll take care of you.
D Styles, what it do?
And we're Turkey al Sheikh, and they could be the lawyer. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Yeah, the turkey shit. But yeah, I was just talking about the small hat shit that I noticed that they've been getting a lot of hate as of late.
Yeah, but
And I
this
don't,
is
and I
not
don't,
another
I
problem.
just want to preface it. I don't hate those people. I have no animosity towards those people whatsoever. Just because.
If you don't mind me asking, we can't say the country's name, or is that
No,
like?
no, yeah. Just it's. I rather not. I rather not let the algorithm know what we're talking about.
Gotcha.
Fuck the small hats.
No, so because I differ. So the small hats, right? So I differentiate. The small hats that live in New York and all over the world. Regular
Mhm.
old from that country that is run by happens to be small hats, right? If that makes sense. There's a
Mhm.
difference between those two things to me, right? My issue with that country, they got shit on lock, bro. There's a reason you don't want to say the name. And like it's like the only country like you got to be careful what you say because if you say something, the algorithm will get you. They'll shadow ban you. They'll flat out ban you. People get deported from this country. They say something not about our country. They could talk shit about our country all they want in this country, but if you talk shit about that country, you get deported. I see that
Oh
that's a
yeah.
problem that I have. Right. I also don't like the fact that they've been taking us to war, like war after war for like decades now. We've bombed so many countries because their leader told us that they would at any point that country was going to have weapons of mass destruction, or it was just better for us to do it. We invaded Iraq because of that,
That's true.
Afghanistan, Libya, like the whole region got destabilized, and it's really because of their doing. And as much as people like to point at Iran has never invaded anybody. Right, Iran's
That's
been
true.
invaded by Iraq, and we funded that because the small hats told them to do it. Right, the small hats, however, have been doing a lot of invasions and bombings, and not long ago, even like in the I forgot the name of the country already, but Lebanon. Like
Lebanon.
they're like, oh no, we're going after the proxies of Iran and yada yada yada. But then they got caught red-handed, like bombing Christian areas and like taking down like a statue of Jesus and smashing it with a sledgehammer. You're like, well, what does that have to do with Iran? Nothing, right? So
Yeah.
that's the problem people have with that country. Is what I would say.
So that so basically to a lot of people they would appear as instigators.
100%.
I guess.
Yo, Jules, real quick too. The other thing that I've read about that is a big problem for people here in this country when it comes to the small hats is that there is a powerful lobbyist group that is involved with the U.S. government that has its tentacles in it. And I don't want to
Oh
say
yeah.
the name because I don't want to get you flagged. But if you look into it, Jules, these lobby motherfuckers are the ones that they say are pushing this whole narrative of, oh, we're being attacked. All these motherfuckers got weapons of mass destruction, or oh, they're trying to build. They're the ones that are really fucking getting us involved in this shit when in reality we shouldn't be. Like you said, they should stand on their own and do that shit, but they don't. They're out here trying to get the U.S. to fight their fucking war, but
So
it's
here's
because
the
of that
second
group.
question. So here's the second question for those that don't know, because I'm just trying to wrap my mind around this because I see a lot of other people talking about it. Why is the U.S. Why is the U.S. helping them? Is what I'm trying to understand. Why?
The
Why
thing I've
specific?
always read, like I used to fucking be curious about this shit myself back in when I was in college. From everything I've read, the American government has always been involved because of the fact that they got so many people that were of small hat descent that came to this country that helped win World War II for the Americans. And ever since then, it's almost like America has felt like they owed a debt to that
Indebted?
country. Yeah, they're like indebted to that country because of their people. And so ever since that country was established, it's almost like they always fucking like bring that shit up. Like, yo, remember when we helped you win World War II? Well, now we need your help. That's
Yeah,
kind of the way it always seems like.
because I have a very basic understanding of the place.
That's not true, though.
The Allied powers gave them that patch of land, and what I've always been curious about is we as a nation seem more involved with them than the Brits and all these other people over. Like, yeah, we're way more involved in, and why though? Like, why do we have to keep getting involved in their shit? And the world doesn't work this way per se, right? Obviously, because if it did, well, they wouldn't be there. But my thing is, okay, if you can't stand on your own, what the fuck are you doing there? Because you can't stand on your own. You're surrounded. The only reason you survive is because the U.S. military helps you. That's the only reason you get blown to smithereens.
The
But
money
why?
and the weaponry from the U.S. helps them.
Yeah.
The reason why we're so involved over there is because that's our launch pad. That's literally it. They're right next to Iran. We got, since our nose is over there, we able to control that whole area over there. Same as Taiwan, a small ass island next to China, our enemy. We we just happen to be very protective over them. No, you're gonna be our launch pad. Whenever shit pops off,
Well,
we're gonna be right there.
But then that sort of explains it. Then that okay, then it's not that they're pulling our strings; we're pulling theirs.
no, but
Not as much
there's a
as Taiwan.
multitude. Like, there's not like one reason, right? So there's several reasons. So one, somebody mentioned earlier, there's a very powerful lobbyist group which owns both political parties, by the way, and they get a lot of support. It is what it is, right? The question is, why do they have that? That power. I would say a lot of it has to do with money and politics, but that aside, right? Um, Look, we cannot minimize the biblical proportions here. Like, literally, that there are evangelical Christians, people that have been in power. Truman was one of them. Truman is the one really that signed off Israel to being an official country and recognized it as a country. He was a very strong Christian. There's a lot of Christians in this country in positions of power that believe those are God's people, and we need to do. Ted Cruz literally is quoted saying that, right? That he got into Congress to serve the small hat people, right?
Wow.
He literally said that, like, it's on video, right? And when he was asked, really, that's why, aren't you aren't you like, supposed to be representing Texas? And he said, no, like, the Bible says that when you bless the small hat people's country, you are blessed, right? And that's a big thing. Like at the end of the day,
Wow.
Huckabee, who's over there, he ran for president. He used to be the governor of Arkansas.
Mike Huckabee. I remember him.
Mike Huckabee. Yeah. He's the ambassador of, I forget the actual name, role or whatever. Always talking like very biblically about the small hat people, like, and the country, and he believes in the rapture and like that has a lot to do with it, like 100%. As far as the point that was made about that they helped us win World War II, that's actually not true. The dude that looks like Charlie Chaplin was about to wipe them out, and we actually saved them, right? That's actually what happened, right? But what I will say is what I'll say is this: the reason
Hey, you talk respectfully when we talk about Mein Fear.
No, but hold on. But so we won the war against Charlie Chaplin and all that. You guys know who he is, right?
Yeah.
So the reason we don't get a lot of pushback, though, the reason people are kind of afraid to speak out, right, is because you get labeled. You get labeled anti, you know what? Like you get labeled terms and people, and it's very effective, right? Like at the end of the day, like that's the only group, by the way, that if you criticize them, there's people, and I'm not even condoning what the people said, but I believe in freedom of speech. But there's people that have their bank accounts frozen, their lives turned upside down. People on live streams can't even say the name. I'm just saying.
I choose not to, because I don't want to get I choose not to, you know. But my thing is that when I look at those people, for all of their faults, what I remind myself is, well, nobody's perfect. Actually, we can take shots at them all day, the way that somebody could take shots at us all day. My thing is, who's more compatible for us and what's better for us?
About none.
We could say that, but it doesn't work that way.
We could have, bro.
We could, like, you could say none, but it's not that way for anybody. They're all clicked up. You know, like, yeah, everybody's kind of clicked up. So what's better for the people of the United States? Who's more compatible with them? And I have to admit that, well, look at how good, look at how good we've had it. I don't think you can, that we've had it pretty fucking good with the existing arrangement. We've had it pretty fucking good. Whereas the people that I see that hate them, a lot of them, the people that I see that hate them also hate this country.
But then at the same time, though, Jules, just to play devil's advocate, I'm not taking sides here. The reason that a lot of those folks don't like them is because they know that they're the ones that get America involved to do shit. It's like D-Style said. Why is it that all these countries around them constantly get fucking bombed by America? It's not that country doing the bombing. It's always they run to America and say, hey, this shit's going on in Pakistan, or hey, this is going on in Afghanistan.
But isn't that also because they service as an outpost for us? Isn't it a symbiotic relationship? We're like, yes, we know. By now, everybody knows they run to us and we do the dirty work. Everybody knows that. But don't they also service as an outpost for us to keep an eye on what's going on in that region?
You know what? Normally I would say yeah. But then my whole thing, though, too, is that this government has started establishing relations with a lot of those other countries as well. So it's not like we only deal with them and them only. The U.S. government has made attempts to befriend a lot of those other governments in that region. So it's not just them, it's other countries that they've gotten involved with as well, you know?
Yeah, because I know the Saudi dude, he came over here for the Cheeto man.
Yeah.
He came over here. The Saudi prince.
They befriended a lot of those dudes from Kuwait and Jordan, like all those other countries there. So it's not just the small hats. They've tried to get involved with the other governments in the region as well.
Yeah, but the thing with the small hats is this, right? Why does it seem like they have so much influence over it? It's one thing if they're our allies and we want to be cool with them, but like the fact that no president has been able to rein them in, none of them, right? Like it is amazing to me.
That is a mystery. Like you wonder, and that's why I have all these questions. Because look, I don't really pay attention to this stuff. I look at Chrissy and Rock's ass.
No, a lot of it has to do with the religious aspect of it.
You disgusting.
How is that disgusting?
No, bro. Kamala Harris is actually a pretty good looking woman.
I would clap them cheeks.
It's the religious aspect of it is why they got that kind of power. Because it all ties back to the Bible and them being God's, and it says that they're God's people.
Because it was promised to them 3,000 years ago.
I'll say this, country, that's the part where I'm going to say it again. I'm not out of fear. I just don't have any. I don't have no beef with them people. They never did nothing to me, so I don't have the rancor for them that I see other people have. Like, nah, I ain't worried about them. They over there.
I think to the point of that is, I think there's enough people that kind of believe that they're God chosen people, so therefore. Right.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to allude to. That I don't believe you're God's chosen people. You guys are, but you guys are the guys who killed Jesus to me.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Don't say that shit too loud, Jules.
999.
But I'm a God-fearing Christian, so it's like, look, forgive them for they know not what they do. That was the big sacrifice. God forgives everybody. So as far as I know, you guys are forgiven for that shit. But I don't actually believe these are God's chosen people, right? Like, not like you guys don't believe like they're not
You know
God's
what
chosen
though?
people.
Because it's not so much. It is that for a lot of people, right? However, for some Christians who have moved on from the whole God chosen people thing, it is about fulfilling prophecy in the Bible,
Yeah.
right? Like it is about that. Like Huckabee is like an end times nut. Like like he believes this shit. Like he
Wow.
thinks like needs to happen.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of stuff tied to biblical prophecy there, and there's a lot of Christians who want to bring that about.
Mike
yeah.
Huckabee that ran for wow. That's
From
fucking
fucking
crazy.
Arkansas of all places.
That's fucking crazy.
And they
You know,
suck.
Jeez.
And I'm from Arkansas. They suck ass. His daughter sucks ass too.
Like you do know the concept of Greater Israel, right?
no, I don't. I literally don't.
So Greater Israel, which like their I don't know what it's called, their parliament or whatever it's called over there in Israel. They have a map of it and everything, and they openly talk about this, but they talk about it in Hebrew, and they think like we don't live in the internet times and we're not going to see the translations, but that's why they're attacking Lebanon and taking land and they everything that's the land that's God given to them, like in the Bible, like they want all that
Uh-huh.
land back.
Wow.
They believe it's their land.
You really want to get a good view of them, or the Orthodox at least, read the Talmud. There's a lot of volumes to it, but look, read around the Talmud. You'll really see what's up with that shit, man. And it's
Wow.
not pretty. It's not fucking pretty. Let me tell you.
But this essentially is where the beef comes from, and this is why it seems like the whole world has a bone to pick with them. This is
The
what it
beef
is.
the beef is over the land though, because back in '48 there were people already there in the United States and Britain and whoever else was involved. They went in there and just removed whoever was there and said, "Yo, this is now Israel."
Yeah, that I knew that the Allied
And
powers
that,
gave them that patch of land after the
yeah,
war.
but see that's where the beef really started, and they've been fighting ever since. I think they were fighting before that, but that's
No, they
really where
were.
they've been
Is the
fighting.
other thing like they were actually already fighting before that? This beef is pretty fucking old, to be honest. But
But the ironic thing is they're not really religiously opposed to each other. That's the ironic thing. They're not.
Well, the
Even though
crazy part is like Tel Aviv is pretty secular and
yeah,
GAY.
yeah,
Very.
yeah. That they have different. There's people out there of different faiths. They have Muslims out there. They have Christians out there. Yeah, it's weird. But this has been very educational for me.
I think Tel Aviv has just as many rainbow people as San Francisco.
I've heard that. I've even heard that they're the ones behind pushing that agenda. In this part of the world, that if you're seeing un arcoíris all over the place, because they're the ones. I've heard that. I don't know how much I believe it, but I've heard it.
Fucking Hollywood, man.
Man, that's true. They did make that, didn't they? I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. This has been very fucking educational. I actually learned something. Very educational.
Did you guys open his eyes?
It opened my ass.
Fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck
Especially
up,
with
bro.
country.
the rainbows, like
Hey, country.
what?
What's that book you said? Can you put it in the private chat?
What book?
The one you said about the
The Talmud.
yeah. What is
Oh,
it?
the Talmud. It's basically it's like the rules for the small hats.
Like
but
the
Orthodox.
religious doctrine of the small hats.
Yeah.
Like the Ten Commandments, or
But
what?
there's like a ton of volumes to it, but
Yeah.
there's just some not so great shit in there. And basically telling them that they're basically, better than most people and a lot of shit like that, and all this
think
other
about
stuff.
it, brother. If you believe you're God's chosen, right? I mean, that's a hell of a thing to believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
audacity
yeah.
to label
isn't that
yourself as
like
that.
Andre Ward's the son of God?
Yeah, no shit.
I was
Yeah.
just about to bring him up.
Is that bitch ass nigga? I can't stand that nigga, bro.
The son of God.
He's like,
Fucking
ain't that a
asshole.
bitch? He chose
Fucking
you to
asshole.
be the
What?
son of God.
What about me?
My thing is, it's like there's a reason no president to this day has flat out just told them, look, no funding if you continue to do this shit. Like no one sold him
There was
anything.
only one.
But it's
There
like
was only
we
one.
said
There was
earlier,
only.
though. D-style, it's that
Wait.
lobby group that is involved.
Yep.
Their
There was
tentacles
wait.
are
There was
all
only
in there.
one. There was only one American president who said no to them about something,
Oh yeah.
and it was George Bush. And I know because the Arab dude who owned the store in my neighborhood at the time was going on about how he's like, "Oh, George Bush, he's the greatest president that ever lived. He told those bastards no." And I
Well,
was like,
actually,
"What?"
I'll take back what I said. I believe this is my belief, but I have a good reason to believe this. I think they're the ones that deleted JFK.
Oh yeah. That was them. That was them.
JFK's speech, like in the radio before it was, you know what I mean? It's a
I honestly
very
believe there was multiple groups involved.
well when a
I'm
president is talking about secret societies and this
Exactly.
and that, and then all of a sudden he's deleted. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it was a fucking strip club owner, that shot Lee Harvey. Well, he did shoot Lee Harvey Oswald, but he was just a fall guy. That was it.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned Charlie Kirk, but I mean that whole thing makes no sense with the gunman, and
I have no idea what
yeah.
happened there.
Nah, that motherfucker wasn't part of that. Like he wasn't a small head himself, so I don't think that
No.
has anything to do with them.
Supposedly he was starting to wake up to what the fuck, or what are we doing? And he started to have conversations about getting away from them, so they popped his ass.
Yeah, Candace Owens did like a whole I went on a deep dive with her shit, but um I'm talking about the shooter. I don't know if it has anything to do with the small hats, but that he assembled and disassembled and reassembled. Like the whole thing makes no sense about that dude.
The thing
Like
about him, though, the guy who killed him, is he seems like he's not the sharpest pencil in the drawer. So for this dude to have fucking planned the whole thing the way he did and gotten away with it, I don't know. It's a little hard to believe, to be honest.
I mean, apparently he had the gun disassembled and was walking with it, then reassembled, then disassembled it, put it in the backpack, climbed up, did what he did, disassembled it at the top, went back down, then reassembled it and left it assembled in the forest. I mean, that whole thing makes no sense, bro. Like, I don't know if you looked into that. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I heard the story about that, about how he put the gun together, fucking lined up the shot, took the shot, hit him, and then in the panic of everybody running in the hysteria of the killing, he was able to just calmly take that shit apart, put it in like a bag, hide it like it was no big deal, get out of the area with no problem. Like the dude, like he walked to his car. Like it just seems like some shit like straight out of a movie. It's crazy.
There's also been some snipers that came out and said man, that doesn't look right. Like the way they're saying he was shot, like too much blood came out of that was the entry one from a gun, a bullet.
Oh, D Styles, you talking about the dude that killed Osama? He said the whole situation with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Ain't no way that dude did what he was able to do.
Yeah, but he's not the only one. There's been several gun experts that have come out and been like, that was too much blood. And then they were saying some weird shit because Charlie Kirk's collarbone is so strong. He had such strong bones that it ricocheted from his collarbone to his neck, and what? I saw someone say those bullets will shatter bones on a moose, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Also,
but I
what makes
mean,
it fishy is they cleaned up the scene right afterwards. They did a whole bunch of shit.
Yo,
Like, why would you contaminate a crime scene like that ASAP? You know what I
that was
mean?
crazy. That was crazy.
well, yeah, but I mean that they could have got that dude. That they could have got that could have been legitimate. What we saw, that somebody could have took him out like legit. That's not hard to believe. That guy was good at what he did. That's what I've taken away from that. That guy was actually really good at what he did, and he was galvanizing a lot of young Americans to be more nationalist. So that's what makes it not hard to believe. Like, yeah, somebody would have wanted to take that
White
guy out.
nationalists, you mean? White nationalists?
Nah, not in that way. Not in that way. More like, you know what I think. I believe that a lot of the people on the left have been bought by enemies of the United States that want to destabilize its infrastructure. A guy like him could get in the way of that because of the kind of rhetoric that he was going to these campuses. Remember, before, at the same time that you have anti-American propaganda being said on college campuses, you also had him visiting college campuses. So it's not hard to see why somebody would have wanted to take him out.
Bram.
It's not
the
hard to see
issue
what.
is not.
Good.
Well, I was going to say the issue is not whether you think it's hard to believe that somebody wanted to like delete them. The issue is that the story doesn't add up. Like the facts of the story don't add up. Like the execution of it doesn't add up. You have professional snipers saying, yeah, that the way they said that the wound entered makes no sense. Them saying that it ricocheted off his. First, they were saying he had a bulletproof vest, which he didn't. So they had to switch the story and say it went off his collarbone and it bounced off. He had such a strong collarbone when these bullets could like shatter bone on a moose, right? It's just all that's just not adding up. That's all.
I can't chime in on that at all. I don't have any insight into that. As far as what would constitute a peculiarity in the way that he was taken out, deleted. All I can say is it's not hard for me to believe because I've seen a lot of his stuff, and it's like, yeah, this guy's actually really good at what he does. Enough that he was galvanizing the younger generation, and then you see the direction that the younger generation is going in. They're very anti-establishment, right? They're really anti-American. They're really pushing this commie stuff on them, and it's like, okay, I see why they took him out. Because he made the best opposing argument to all those different kinds of
Bro,
things.
but the problem is, though, Jules, the people that took him out ain't the people, the people on the other side. It was his own people that did that shit.
So I've heard that. I've heard that theory. In fairness, Brim, I've heard that theory. I don't necessarily buy into it, but I've heard that theory. I've heard at least two theories.
I'm sorry, the people who run. I'm sorry, but the people that run the Turning Point USA and all the people that's involved that was closest to him, outside of his photographer that now has stepped away and said, I am speaking on the bullshit that I'm seeing now. All those people are now basically galvanizing, making money off his name instead of actually trying to find out who really killed him.
My view, I think they took him out because he was influencing too many young people to come over.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
What about,
I mean, let's just say this. I say this with the utmost respect for the people that I'm about to mention. I'm not saying that he is their equivalent in the modern day. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying when they killed Martin, it was because he was influential. When they killed Malcolm, it was because he was influential. Now, when they killed JFK, yeah, he was, it was a lot more going on there than just being influential, but he was influential. So when I see this guy get murked, it's like, well, it's not hard to believe that somebody who's influential could get murked. We've seen it before.
So speaking of his influence, like, I mean, he was speaking very against going into Iran.
Yeah, right? I saw that.
So, I mean,
D-Styles, not only that, D-Styles, are you forgetting he was critical of a particular group of people who run a particular country? He was starting to be spoken about that, and there's a lot of rumors in regards to that. Listen, like I said, I don't think it's the left that killed him. Left got their own issues. They the party of have your tallywhackers out in public and play with children, which they ain't cool with. But at the end of the day, bro, when it comes down to Charlie Kirk, it looked like an inside job almost, man.
I'll just say that that's the most. I will say, because I've seen that he was critical of those people from that place. I've seen that, and that's compelling. But also, when you think about the cover story, just as it is, without reading too much into it, it's not like we are not seeing violence from that side, because we are. The postman who got killed standing on line because he cut a uh he got fucking stabbed over that shit. God, God bless the dead. The school shooting, that individual that did that. That there's actually a lot of violence on there on that side, and it's because of what they're being told. That they're being told to resort to this, so that it could be the way that they present it. It's not far fetched. Do I believe it? Not really, because I don't believe anything they say. I don't believe
Well,
anything.
who's they?
If this is what you saying, then I don't. That's the shit that I don't
Who's they,
believe.
Jewel?
Government.
The government. The story is it
Well,
is.
yeah,
I
the
don't
whole
believe.
story. I personally think Charlie Kirk got taken out by his own people. I'm sorry. The way
I
it's
think it's
looking,
more that what we're seeing in the aftermath. I believe that a part of the reason you might feel that way is because of what you're seeing in the aftermath. But all you're really seeing in the aftermath is that people are opportunists, including his wife, which that is not surprising. Like, nah, I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to keep trying to make money.
yeah, but
The
see, the
real
thing is, I'm not a big Candace Owens girl, but Candace Owens has been putting that on blast.
Oh yeah, I know she's losing her following because of because she's really been going crazy with the shit.
I
It's
don't think
just
she's
that
going crazy. She's talking about somebody
no,
that
no,
was a friend of hers that they
no, no, no,
came up together.
no,
They
not
came up
crazy.
together.
No, not crazy like that. But she's sounding the alarms. She's giving her version of it, and she really seems to believe it. That's what I mean. The only thing I'm saying is, if you're seeing that there's something exploitative after the fact, that all these people are looking to ingratiate themselves now off of his death, that's the one element of it that doesn't surprise me. Like, no, that's what people do. That's what Diddy did after the. That's what a lot of people did after Big died. It's like, well, that's not surprising. That's what people do. The question is, do you really believe he was taken out by who they say? And I'm gonna say, you know what? No, just because I don't believe shit y'all say. I don't know. I don't believe shit y'all say. If you say it happened this way, then it must not have happened that way. Because y'all lie like a motherfucker.
You see the comparison you used though? Puffy didn't fuck with Biggie like that. Biggie was finna get freedom. Biggie was about to do the commission with Jay-Z. Puffy was like he got his own bag. He signed a Junior Mafia to a whole different label, bro. So using Puffy as an example is a fucking bad example.
Shout out to Kiddo. The right wing tiny hats start the wars with the Muslim countries, and the left wing tiny hats open the borders to bring them in. This shit is wild, dog. These political talks are scary. Shout out to the Kid Sports Super Stick. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen that Candace has come under fire because she's got her own perspective on what happened, and it's out there. But I don't think she's lying, because when I look at her, I don't see somebody that's lying. She at least believes the shit she's saying. That doesn't make it true, but she believes that shit.
Yeah, when I see Candace, I see a fine piece of ass, boy.
That is what I see.
That is not what I see. I see a kind of a cute little Mickey Mouse in the face ass, you know what I mean? That I might would blaze on a if we met on the side of a street, but other than that, I'm not looking at her gawking like, oh my God, it ain't that deep.
I am. It's the intelligence. It's for me. It's because she's eloquent and intelligent. There's a lot of cute bitches running around, but they're fucking morons.
Yeah,
they're fucking morons. Like, I don't want to hear shit you think about nothing, you dumb bitch. Whereas this one, she's really smart. I appreciate that fucking shit. Like, yeah.
Okay, Jules. He's like, bitch, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You dumb as a bag of rocks.
You remember that scene in Batman when Eric Roberts is like, who the fuck told you I want to hear you talk? The bitch was like, it's too loud in here. We can't hear each other talk. Who said I want to hear you talk? That's how I feel most of the time. I don't want to hear you think about anything.
Look at that last. Not it ain't a super chat, but just look at the last chat. That's an interesting question.
Let me see. Hold up. The last chat. Let me see. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, the last post.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, there we go.
Shout out to Just Dwayne. Y'all think Candace and Charlie? Yeah, I do. She go hard. Yeah, I do. I absolutely think they were having an affair. That's not hard. Have you seen Charlie's wife?
It ain't an affair. That means they were messing around before she got with her husband.
Oh, I'll go as far as saying I think they were having an affair. Like my spider sen- when I see her reaction, when I saw her reaction to how he passed, that is the reaction of a wife or a lover. That's not the reaction of a friend. A friend is gonna cry. She's having the reaction of a lover. Oh, y'all was fucking. That's what I say. Yeah, y'all was fucking. Y'all fucked and y'all was fucking. That's what I see. You're still on about this. If it was just a friend, you would have moved on. If it's just a friend, y'all was
Yo,
fucking.
she got good pussy too.
You
You
know what I'm
see it,
saying?
right? You see it. Herb
Yeah,
sees it.
Y'all
Herb see.
niggas in hell, bro. I'm trying.
You don't understand, bro. God. Now let me stop. Let me stop. Zeus gave
Yeah,
us
don't
this
do that.
power.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Zeus gave us this power, bro.
A quick question before I
Well,
go.
you know,
So,
Zeus was a whore.
What the
yeah, he
fuck?
was.
That is true. That is
Zeus
true.
turned into a
G-
whole bull just to fuck a
Hey,
cow.
hey,
Zeus
go
used to
smoke, go
start
smoke
wars.
another blunt, bro.
Zeus used to start wars so the men would go to the wars so that he could go fuck their wives.
Yeah,
Zeus was
that
a
motherfucker
bad
was a
dude.
savage.
We're fucking savage. Go ahead, D
Man,
Styles.
who's the in Batman movies, right? Which is the hottest girlfriend Batman ever had in any of those movies?
The hottest girlfriend was between Catwoman and Talia.
Oh, I was gonna say Talia easily.
Talia.
Vicky Vale. Come on.
Vicky.
How about
Who's Vicky
Zoe? How
Vale?
about Zoe?
Kim
Kim
basing her in her prime.
Oh, get the fuck. She couldn't fight. Fucking, that's a basic. That's a basic joint. Catwoman could fight. Talia could fight. And he's fucking Batgirl too later on. He's fucking Batgirl.
Yeah, but you
All
don't
right,
need
it's
her
time.
to fight. You need, like, you know what I mean? I'm
He
talking
was
about,
giving Batgirl his Batgirl.
You know what I'm saying? Now, on
I'm
that
talking about
note,
looks.
it's time to go to bed when we get to talk about
Yeah.
Candace Owens and Vicky Vale, bro. It's time to go to bed, bro.
shout out to
See y'all on the next one.
shout out to year
Yeah, fucking
47
slow.
Hollow.
Peace.
Shout out to Hitler, man.
Fellas, night, man.